about to go crazy, baby. We about to go crazy.
KDB. KDB.
Got a word from our sponsor, Manscaped. They're the leaders in below the belt male grooming. They're the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. The Lawnmower 4.0 is still undefeated to this day. Nobody has beaten it. Ceramic blades, advanced skin safe technology to help cut down on those grooming accidents. It is waterproof so you can shave in the shower, and it has an LED light so you can shave in the dark in the shower. But do not get out of that shower, because we have package deals for you, man. In case you're a fan of package deals, Manscaped has the performance package, right? Now, in the performance package, it comes with the Lawnmower 4.0. It comes with the Weed Whacker, which is a nose and ear hair trimmer, right? So you shave up your man parts, then you hit your nose, then you hit your ears. Well, what else comes with that performance package? You got ball toner, you got ball deodorant. Bro, Manscaped even comes with complimentary Manscaped boxers. I have graduated them to my lucky draws. And if you act now, you get a Manscaped travel shed bag to keep all of your goodies in. Listen, this is what I want to do. I want to save y'all some money. Voch says this: go to manscaped.com, get everything over there, get the performance package, throw a couple more lawnmowers in there. Use promo code VOCH20, VOCH20, to get 20% off and free shipping. And don't forget that Manscaped ships internationally. All right, love y'all to pieces. Manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you.
Beats Planet.
Y'all ready? I know there's a lot of new people in the chat that's never done this before. I know there's a lot of new people in the chat that hasn't been around when we do this this tradition or this custom, but for those of the veterans that are here, can I please get our celebratory victory water in the chat, please? Let's see them water emojis, man. Let's just see that water emojis. That's crazy, bro. Man. Why do we celebrate with water? In case we got some non-veterans here. Why do we pour water after a victory? First and foremost, you should be drinking water anyway. But water tastes great. Water tastes even better after you've been cutting grass. It tastes even better after you've been, working out, playing ball. Water tastes amazing. But nothing makes water taste even better than all those things than a Cowboy W. So I just need everybody to join me in a celebratory sip. But let's be classy here. The Cincinnati Bengals took an incredible L today. So before we toast, we will show our respect. Cheers for a Cowboy W, goddammit. Cheers. God damn. Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? Where do we start? First and foremost, I don't care how ugly the victory is. I don't care how hard it was to get there. I care nothing about the route that we get to the outcome. The only thing that is important is the outcome. That's it. So however we got it, we must celebrate. There must be a celebratory vibe with this outcome. I know we had some hard feels. Cooper Rush made us sick. Kellen Moore made us sick. But how about our championship defense? I did not mince my words. I did not make any mistakes. I didn't stutter right there. I stutter sometimes, but I ain't stutter when I said that. My championship defense looks phenomenal. And they say, well, the Cowboys can't beat a good team. The Cowboys can't win versus a team that's good. They can beat up on the NFC East, Giants, Eagles, Wizards. But when are they going to beat a good team? A good team like the AFC champions and the runners up in the Super Bowl? Sounds good to me.
You are watching a master at work.
Give y'all a little work off. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. We still need a lot of work on offense, and that's cool. Handing the ball off to Ezekiel Elliott looked fine to me. Hand the ball off to Tony Pollard. Wish we did a lot more of that. It got done though. I can actually pull these stats up for you. Last I checked, Tony Pollard was running at like 5 yards per carry. Cowboys versus Bengals. Ezekiel Elliott getting the tough runs, right? getting those tough runs, making those passing situations a little easier for Cooper Rush. Tony Pollard doing his explosion thing. Tony Pollard ended with 4.8 yards per carry and a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 15 carries for 53 yards. It was as even as it's gonna be. CeeDee Lamb had a rush for 6 yards, but he ended up with 7 catches for 75 yards. Way to step up when your team needed you the most. Cooper Rush, not a guy that I had a whole bunch of faith in. Let me tell you what Cooper Rush did not do. Let me get my Don DeMarcos ready. Cooper Rush did not wet the bed. Cooper Rush did not fail us. And most importantly, Cooper Rush did not throw the football to the other team. Most important. I give my props to Cooper Rush. Dalton Schultz, I wish you could step up and be a little better. You one of them dudes that we're looking for. Could this be additional evidence that Dalton Schultz is as good as Dak Prescott makes him? Possibly. That could be the case. But we'll cross that road later. Whenever we get there, we shall cross it. I know that we talk about the Bengals offense a lot, and we will talk about those guys. The Bengals defense is nothing to sneeze at. The Bengals defense they're a very well coached group, a very disciplined group, a very focused group. They buy in, they play hard, and they run fast, and they tackle. They also have a dude named Trey Hendrickson who had like 18 and a half sacks last year, including the playoffs. So for that dude to kind of just roll in, let me see what his ending numbers was. For that dude to just kind of roll in versus our rookie left tackle. The second week in a row our rookie left tackle has been here, by the way. Trey Hendrickson has 0 sacks and only 1 tackle for a loss. Shouts out to Tyler Smith. We're actually down to our third left guard. Farniak didn't play horrible. I heard nothing from Terrence Steele on the other side. Of course, we're going to watch the film to figure it out. Of course. Your left guard and your center, seems like they had another good game. Fine. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. Micah Parsons ain't nothing to fuck with, ladies and gentlemen. He's not. Micah Parsons is on pace for 34 sacks this season.
Perfect.
That is not a joke. That is not a game. That is not hyperbole. For those of you that stopped, looked at the phone, and scratched your head for 2 seconds when I said hyperbole, that is no exaggeration. Micah Parsons is that dude. And when he is on the field, the other team is affected. We were nervous going into this game. For one, Jamar Chase is a gangster. Tyler Boyd is a good player. Joe Burrow is a gangster. Joe Mixon is a gangster. T. Higgins would be a gangster even if Jamar Chase was not here. So we looked at this Bengals offense as if, yo, they gonna get their points, but can we get ours? And the fact that we held these gentlemen to 3 points in the first half, and they came back and got a whopping 14 in the second quarter, that says a lot about the dudes that we have playing defense. I saw some people in my chat box as we were watching the watch along. They were kind of upset at Trayvon Diggs a little bit. They were kind of down on Diggs. I don't think you can be that much down on Diggs. I know he kind of gave up the play versus Jamar Chase, but goddamn, that's Jamar Chase. You didn't think he was going to shut Jamar all the way down, did you? If that's the case, Jamar wouldn't be as good. I know Diggs wasn't perfect in the run game, of course.
Perfect.
But the whole first half, Those gentlemen were shut down to nothing by way of your secondary and your front seven. They were. When we get to the end of the game, Joe Burrow hits a tight end in the right flats, a dude that's bigger than Trey Diggs. Trey Diggs is not known for his physicality or his tackling prowess. When we needed a stop, that dude stepped up for you the most. Shouts out to him. Shouts out to him. I know it's easy to kind of hate on Trey Diggs because of the PFF narrative that's on social media, but that dude played some ball for you. He did. Can we talk about my D-line? Oh, shit. If y'all want to call into the show, the number is 202-926-1127, access code 309-104. Please be patient with me. We got all night. Last week, my post-game show was 30 minutes. I ain't had shit to talk about. This one might be a little lengthy. Quinn Bohanna, Neville Gallimore, Osa Odighizuwa, Tristan Hill ain't nothing to fuck with. They're not. You notice when our D-line starts to play a little better, Van Der Esch and them start running to the football, don't they?
Perfect.
Don't they?
Perfect. Perfect.
Don't they? We're lined up against these dudes, and look, last week, shouts out to Dan Quinn, by the way, he deserves some credit as well. Last week, we get rushed on for what, 160 some odd yards by Leonard Fournette? We came in this week and we said, hey, we must do better versus the run or we will do nothing. Our advantage is when we get to line up and pass rush and cover people. That's when we're great. The Cowboys are great when we get to line up, cover, pass rush. So we must stop the run to be able to do that. Quinn Bohanna, Neville Gallimore, Osa Odighizuwa, Tristan Hill got that done for you. Let's not forget D-Law getting ass in the run game also. I know it's easy to talk about D-Law. It's easy to talk about Micah Parsons and his two sacks that seem to be automatic every single game. He's on pace for 34. You want to know who else deserves some credit? Let me actually go back here to make sure I got the number correct. We got a couple guys that deserve some more credit. Dorrance Armstrong got 2 sacks, man. 2. Dante Fowler got a sack, bro. Indubitably. When you're to a point to where you acknowledge who your superstars are. On the D-line, DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons are our superstars. I'm not calling us a championship defense for play. I'm not calling us a championship defense for fun. When your second and your third and your fourth defensive ends are getting busy, that's a pretty fun formula. Billy D. Sam Williams even got involved, goddammit. I'm like, what's going on? Even your fifth defensive end is getting busy. Your fifth defensive end is getting involved. Let's not pretend like this is just some nonsense that we should just be talking about just on some cavalier level. I think we have a defense that can carry us. What is my proof here? Regardless of how the offense has played, you have played 2 formidable offenses, Tampa Bay, led by Tom Brady, Cincinnati, led by Joe Burrow, and you did not die. Something to be said about that. J-Ron Kersmith and Israel Mukuamu and Marquise Bell did a very formidable job kicking in for him. Formidable job kicking in for him. But you know who deserves a war call? Donovan Wilson. Because an element that J-Ron Kearse brings to the table is physicality. Who was more physical in your defensive backfield than Donovan Wilson? We getting busy today. We talking today. We talking today. Now, chat, if I'm bullshitting, if I'm being a super fan, if I'm being a little extra, please hit me with a
stop the cap.
Just let me know if I'm tripping. But if I am not tripping, can I get flames, lions? Can I get water in the chat box right this second, please? If we ain't doing nothing else. If we ain't doing nothing, please. I think there's something to be said. I think there's something to be said about this team that walks in at a talent deficiency. We weren't the most talented team this game. We were not. We simply were not the most talented team. We weren't. But we did two things that I found was incredibly impressive. We showed grit and toughness to win a tough game versus a winning football team.
Perfect.
And we played a game, I would say on both sides of the football. We played a game of find the scrub. And that's how we got our W. That's how we got our W. If the Bengals are talented on offense, straight up and down, but Jonah Williams is trash and La'el Collins' hip is hurting, let's come after him. We didn't have the quarterback to take full advantage of the defense, but if Cheeto Awuzie is there and Eli Apple is your starting corner, go after them. If you feel like parts of your offensive line is more physical in the run game, Tyler Smith, Fournette, Zach Martin, Terrence in the run game, go after that D-line. Go after those dudes. Find the mismatches. Play a good game of find the scrub. And when you find the scrub, you get a positive outcome. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Sharon Coleman dropped 100 in my PayPal and says, how about them Cowboys? Parsons showed up. Diggs showed up. Noah Brown showed up. If we can get busy versus Noah Brown, let's do it. If they gonna run Eli Apple and Cheeto Awuzie out there with confidence, let's get it going. I know we got Cooper Rush, but let's get it going. We ain't doing nothing else. Let's get it going. There is something about this W, man. There is something about this W. The way that we started, how we got to the middle. It got a little weird towards the end because at some point Cooper Rush is going to run out of talent. But the grit that we showed to be able to overcome at the end versus the AFC champions, Super Bowl runner-up, that says something about how tough your football team is. It shows a great mindset, and it shows you that in the weeks to come, when we play the Giants, Wizards, Rams, Eagles, Lions, and Bears, hopefully Dak Prescott will come back to not such of a shit show. Where my goddamn button at, man? This is what we about to do. One more walk-off of Noah Brown? Fine, we ain't doing shit. One more walk-off. Oh, wait a minute. I'm bullshitting. Wait a minute. Chat. I'm up here hitting the button. I'm being irresponsible. I'm leading us astray. I'm not leading us down this path of righteousness. I forgot to give credit to the player of the game. Motherfucking Brett Maher. What am I doing? I don't know if Garrett Bay would have been able to do it. I don't know if Liram Hallelujah would have been able to do it. But you know who did? God did. Hove did. Maha did. Please, Lord, forgive me for what the stove did. So this is what we got right here, y'all. The phone lines are open. They're not going to be open all day because I'm hungry as hell. I'm about to take my first call from Set It Off Chris. Y'all have until the end of that call to get called in. After I hang up with Set It Off Chris, for those of you that may be new here, for those of you on the volume that's tuning in for the first time, we call him Set It Off Chris because he sets it off. That's why we call him that. So this is what we're going to do. The phone lines will be unlocked until I'm off the phone with Set It Off Chris. Call into the show. Call me now for your free psychic reading. The number is 202-926-1127. Access code 309-104. I would love to hear from you. I would love to repeat myself about the synopsis of this football team. We're going to get some calls in. We're going to contact Foots the King and hear what he has to say. Tap in with my brother. I'm going to tap in with the chat box. Hear a little bit from y'all. I'm assuming at some point Will Steele will be free. We'll tap in with him and hear what he has to say. And we will simply celebrate our win. Let's see what the volume put out about us. The volume just tagged me to a little thing on Instagram. Let me see what they did here. See what the volume did. W is a little better than that nonsense that happened last week, huh? Wins are much better than what happened last week, huh? It's fantastic, right? It's great, right? We ain't doing nothing else. All right, let's get into it. How about them Cowboys? Shouts out to Sharon Coleman holding us down, loving on us, making us feel great. Let's tap in with y'all. Let's get Set It Off Chris on the phone. When I hang over Set It Off Chris, I'm locking the phones. But if you're on the line, I will hear from everybody. I will get to your call as long as you're on the line. Let's boogie. Chris.
What up, bro?
What does your water taste like after this hard-fought Cowboy W versus the AFC champ, sir?
Well, first off, I got to pour it, so let's go ahead and get that pour on.
Please, everybody listen.
Perfect. You know, Voch, I don't have the literary genius of a Marcus Hardison, so I have to go back and go ahead and get a little bit from the word of God. And Proverbs 25:25 says,
yes,
as cold water to a thirsty soul, so is good news from a faraway country.
God damn.
Listen here, man.
That's what it said for real? Man. That's what it said for real? You ain't just make that up? That's what it said for real?
No, sir. That's Proverbs 25:25. Look it up in the book, man. As cold water to a thirsty soul is good news from a far country.
God damn.
Ain't nothing like a Cowboy dub, baby.
Ooh.
Ain't nothing like it.
Ooh.
And then when your defense, man, your world-class defense, man. Shout out, man, to the entire defense.
Man.
To the entire defense.
Man.
3.6 yards a rush. Remember last year when they was getting gashed up the middle, man? Man. And them boys came to play. Man. And, man, Micah Parsons is from another planet. Whew. Let's go ahead and put that out there. Hats off, man, to everybody winning this game in spite of Kellen Moore's incompetency at times. That first couple of drives was beautiful, and I don't know if he, took two pills of I don't know what to call juice, but thank God for that defense holding in. Man. Thank God for everybody playing the way they're supposed to play. My man Cooper Rush doing his thing. Wow. Cooper. Damn. And then, man, most importantly, man. And then get some love. And man, can I get a Maha, baby? Can I get a Maha?
We ain't doing nothing else. There you go.
Hey, man. Super duper win, man. Yeah. Held it together. Yeah. O-line with no penalties. Yeah. O-line with no penalties, Voch.
Man, that's a big one. That's a big one right there. Set it off, Chris.
That's huge, bro. O-line with no penalty. The young fella out there whooping ass.
Man.
Dude.
Man.
He out there handling his business. You can get one more, maybe 2 more weeks before you pull Peters in.
Man.
Hey, man. Fournette got walked back a little bit. That ain't his forte, but man, no penalties on that goddamn O-line, man.
Man.
Huge win, man. Huge plus. D-line playing out their mind, man.
Man, set it up, Chris. I just can't let you take all the points, man. We got 20 callers. I can't let you.
I know, man. I'm gonna get out the way, man. But I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Yes, sir.
Yo, get in, man. Say what you gotta say, man.
Yeah.
Yo, man, this is a great win today. Cowboy Nation, enjoy it. Water all around, flames all around, lion heads all around, cool shades in the chat.
Man.
Let's get it, baby. Celebration time. Drink up, goddammit.
Appreciate you set it off, Chris. Chris made a fantastic point, actually. The penalties, right? Now there was a penalty from Sam Williams on the punt return team that gave them extra drive to go and get some points. And then it was the Dalton Schultz fumble that gave them an extra possession
The conference has been locked.
to go and get some points, and that could have been bad for us. But boy, clean play from the offensive line, man. Clean play from the offensive line, man. I can't. Yo, Tyler Smith. And look, I don't know if that's if the refs just letting us play, cool. But if we clean across the board, and I'm gonna watch the film and let y'all know, man. But that's moving us towards the right direction, man. I will say that's 2 weeks in a row that the offensive line didn't necessarily kill us with holding penalties. Yeah, Terrence Steele had the false starts, the 3 false starts in a row, the 2 false starts, and something like that. But he fixed those, so no pre-snap penalties from Terrence Steele this game. That's improvement, man. We just got to keep building these games on top of these games, man. We got a long way to go. We got a long season to go, but we must continue to stack games on top of games to make this thing, to make this thing formidable, man. Listen, I forgot to tell Set It Off Chris because Chris is excited. We got 20 people in the chat. 20 people in the call logs, right? And I'm gonna get to all y'all. We got 20 people on the phones. I'm gonna get to all y'all. I'm gonna get to all my super chats. We got 1,400 people watching live right now. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. Exercise your patience with me. I know last week was only 30 minutes. I ain't had nothing to say. I was sad. I was out there playing the sad music. I was like this. I was like this. I was sad. I had nothing to say. Oh, but this week, are we getting it done this week, baby? We getting it done this week, baby. I wish somebody would tell me something crazy about my Cowboys. I wish somebody would come up in here trying to tell me I'm delusional. I wish somebody would tell me my defense ain't on a championship level. I'm telling you to kick rocks today. I'm smacking the shit out of people today. You gon' your nonsense. I wish you would call in with your negativity. I wish you would call in with your he say, she say. We got a Cowboy W today. You feel me? As I calm right back down. All right, so this is what we're going to do for the phones, all right? The same process that we normally been doing. We've been trying to keep the calls a little more clean. I forgot to tell Chris, but we've been trying to keep the calls a little more clean. So let's hop in. Here are the rules, everybody. Listen up. We're going to hop in. We're going to make your point. If I have a counterpoint, like me and you will go back and forth on your point. If you have a second point, I recommend you not have one because we got 20 people on the phones. If you have a second point, make the second point quickly. Like expeditiously, quickly. You know what I mean? Charlie, I know you normally have a story, but we got 20 people on the phone. So let's get in. Let's make a point and let's make a quick second point. All right. That's going to be the rules. But hey, at the end of the day, we celebrating. We got 1,600 people watching live, baby. We ain't doing nothing else. Everybody gonna die. Let's get Landlord from Alabama on the phone, see what he had to say. Landlord, what up?
What's happening?
Cowboy W, man. What's your water taste like over there?
Man, it tastes like, it's better than that Fiji stuff they got out there, man. But, I had to tap bases in, man, because I told my people last night, this is where it started at. So, I feel like I'm home again when I call your show, man. This is where it all started. So,
Amen.
you know, a lot of people might not know how we get down. But
Yes, sir.
how about your boy Micah Parsons, man?
2 sacks, brother.
Oh, my God.
2 sacks. He is
This dude is crazy, man.
He is on pace for 34 sacks at the end of this year. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but goddamn it, he on pace for it. But hey, that dude's incredible, and he makes it look easy. And look, right? He's doing this versus good teams, and I would say solid offensive tackles, right? So how many offensive tackles cannot stand up to how many offensive tackles can stand up to a Micah Parsons? How many can do it? How many can do it? This is a good question.
It's not many. And like you always say, offensive line just ain't that great across the board. So if you got a good one, you in a decent position.
Man.
Micah doing good ones like that. So just imagine when we go up against these, you know, not so good subpar guys.
Man.
It's gonna be ugly.
Man.
Like every play I'm watching Mike, I'm like, man, go get him, Micah.
Man.
Go get him. Hey, we got one of them dudes, man. I know you got a loaded line, man, but I had to touch bases with you. But I want to say this. We always had a little leadership on this team.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you this right now.
11 different.
It's different when you think about how we look at Michael.
Yeah.
We looking at Michael like he a superhero.
Yeah.
Just imagine how them players in the locker room look at him.
Right.
Because they see it firsthand.
Right.
They know what time it is when he step out there on that field with them.
Man.
Now, I love D-Law, but he always was a good player. I don't know how great. But when you got a player like that,
man,
they like, hey, we can suit up against anybody.
Wow.
Let's go.
Fantastic.
We ready. Everybody's suiting up, boots, scraps, weapons. They ready. They know they got a general on the team with them, man. And this defense is going to be insane. Shout out to Donovan Wilson. Get this man, please give him a war call before I go. Donovan Wilson came laying hats out there, Voch. He came out there laying hats out there, man.
100%.
Now, I told him, this all I got for you, then I'm out of here.
Quickly.
I said 24-20. That was my score prediction. I was a little off.
Sure.
But I said I felt like Cooper Rush could pull it off, man. We got that dub, Cowboy Nation, 1 week closer to Young Ryan Dakota coming back.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Appreciate you, landlord. Look, man, landlord. Landlord from Alabama on social medias and YouTube, by the way. Make sure to support his YouTube. Also, he does make a fantastic point, right? We was talking about this this week during the volume, and tap into Voch Lombardi Live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central on the volume. We talk about leadership, right? And having to attach your play to the leadership. So last week, CeeDee Lamb couldn't cuss nobody out because he ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Zeke couldn't cuss nobody out because he wasn't doing nothing, right? Dalton Schultz can't cuss. Dalton Schultz probably can't cuss nobody out, no way. But you got to be able to do something to be able to rally people, right? Micah Parsons, at any point, can rally his entire team because he's the one making the splash plays. You understand? Micah Parsons is the one that can go out there, and if it's anybody that's gonna put the whole team on his back, let alone just the defense, it's Micah Parsons. That dude is so special, man. That dude is so special, bro. And look, I'm just looking at the next couple of games. I'm looking at the Giants. They're probably gonna run the football a lot, but we'll see. The Washington Football Wizards, Aiden Hutchinson just got 3 sacks against them people today. The Rams, you remember how bad the Rams offensive line looked week 1 versus Von Miller and the Bills and shit? Joe Noteboom over there at left tackle. The Eagles, y'all know I'm ready for that Eagles fight anyway. I've been ready for that Eagles fight regardless. The Lions, they got Penei Sewell over there, but you know what I'm saying? They classmates, but we could take advantage of Penei Sewell. I'm putting hands on Jared Goff and Penei Sewell. The Bears and that trash offensive line? You kidding me? Got a bye week, then we got Packers, Vikings, and Giants. Bro, it's on the way. It's on the way. Landlord from Alabama on social medias. Please drop your stuff in the chat, landlord. Appreciate you, Joe, dropping the link in the chat box. Bro, like, pass rush is how you win. Pass rush is how you win, right? You win championships via defense, sure, but you definitely win them shits via pass rush. And just like I said earlier, Micah's cool, D-Law is cool, but your third and your fourth defensive end got sacks today. Dorrance Armstrong and Dante Fowler. They got sacks today. This shit could be special by the time we get to midseason form. We not there yet, but midseason form could be special. It could be a thing. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. Phones. Don't forget, it's 100 of y'all. All right, so we're going to get in, make a point. If you have a second point, make it expeditious. All right, expedite that thing. Let's go. Dan up next. Dan up next. Gabe on deck. JR in the hole. Let's boogie. Dan, what up?
How you doing, boss?
Shit, man, my water didn't turn into a Yingling, sir. What's your water taste like, dog?
My water tastes like Ariana Grande fresh out the shower still, man.
God damn. Boy.
What?
All right, Dan, what you got for the show?
Couple of things. Number one, I don't know about you, but it's getting me a little bit annoyed that Tony Pollard is not the featured back in this offense yet.
Man.
And it's holding back this offense by a lot.
Yeah.
And you know, it's tough watching Ezekiel Elliott try to get through a hole that Tony Pollard would burst through for 7, 8, 9, 10 yards, and this guy's tripping for 2, 3 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had half the amount of carries as Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
But you could tell when that guy has the ball in his hands,
yeah.
he is way too dynamic. And I have a question. When's his contract up? Is it next year?
They both are. This is both of their last season. So this is Zeke's. This is Zeke's last season of guaranteed money, and this is Tony's last season on his contract altogether.
Tony's going to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm afraid of losing this guy.
Sure.
I think. And I have a question.
Okay.
Why would they not try to extend him right now?
Because I don't know if the Cowboys are in the business of paying running backs in the first place. Because I think the biggest mistake for even Zeke was just paying him early, was just paying him top tier money in general. If you can get Tony for an Austin Eckler deal, I think that'll be different. But I just think we're just going to use running backs on their rookie contract moving forward because I think they've really learned a lesson about this Zeke thing.
I think Tony Pollard is different than Zeke. I think he's got a different type of ability, and I really hope we don't let this guy go.
Yeah.
So I think we'll be in big trouble. But number two, I think this defense is top 3. And real quick before I let you go, I'm in a fantasy football group chat with about 12 people, and they're trying to fight me on the fact, trying to tell me that Aaron Donald is better than Micah Parsons, and that the Cowboys would trade Micah Parsons for Aaron Donald. No. I think that in a heartbeat that the Rams would give up Aaron Donald for Micah Parsons tomorrow. I just want to hear your take on that.
For sure. Micah's younger. Micah costs less money. Micah does more, and Aaron Donald kind of disappears in the run game. But and then Micah look like he's capable of getting just as many sacks as Aaron Donald. So by the end of the year, we'll see. Dan, I appreciate you.
You got it, boss.
So this is what we're going to do, chat. Chat. I see a lot of demand to open up the phone.
The conference has been unlocked.
I'll open up the phone. But if I'm going to open up the phone to let more people into the phone, the calls got to go quicker. You feel me? So we just going to try to keep up with as much demand as possible because I do want to hear from all y'all, all right? So what we're going to do, like I said, and so instead of going 1 point and a quick second one, let's just do like a medium-sized 1 point. Right? Don't hold me too long on this 1 point. Gabe up next. JR on deck. Neil in the hole. Let's boogie. Gabe, what up?
Howdy from C-Stat.
What's your water taste like, Gabe? What's your water taste like, sir?
Amazing. I'm from C-Stat, so College Station boy. Saw Aggies win yesterday. Water tasted pretty fine.
Yeah.
Water got even better.
Fantastic, my guy. What you got for the show?
October 8th and October 9th is going to be crazy.
Everybody be careful.
A&M versus Bama.
Everybody be careful. Dontrell called
Cowboys versus Rams.
Dontrell on the phone.
That's going to be awesome.
Okay, I'll let you talk. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead. My bad.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Gabe.
And then now that you mentioned Rams have a bad O-line,
yeah,
I see dubs on the rest of the season. Like, who are we afraid of?
Well, let's be careful because we still got to put points on the board, but it depends on when Dak comes back and how healthy he is playing, so we'll see.
Yeah, I was going to say Rams is the only defense I'm afraid of. The rest are I think we could get it with the run game.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Appreciate you, Gabe. Great call, but we got to get in quick. We got to get in. We got to get out. But yeah, and I think that's something that we should be looking at for the next couple of games, right? We should look at the idea of what offensive lines are we going against, or what types of offensive lines are we going to be playing against, and can we win via that matchup, via that game of find the scrub? Because look, if we gonna roll out there, right? If we just gonna roll out there and say, okay, this offense is XYZ. If the D line is bad, I feel like we have that matchup, that matchup advantage. You gotta have a good D line to make it look bad on us. You gotta have a good D line to even make O line. I apologize. You gotta have a good O line. If you don't have a solid O line, and everybody ain't got 5 across the board, if you ain't got a solid O line, we're gonna do a good job of finding the scrub to figure out what you are good and what you are bad at. So we're gonna see. And people in the chat box are discussing, who says howdy. All right, we got JR up next, Neil on deck, Sam Rowe in the hole. Let's boogie. Not Josh. JR, there we go. JR, what up? Quickly.
Whoa! How about them Cowboys?
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Baby, I'm so excited right now. We got our first win of the season.
Man.
The only way I can cap this one off right, I got to pop me a couple of Bluetooths and get my lawnmower 4.0 in action. Whoa! How's it going? Yeah, baby. Hold on, you can't hear Daddy say that. But how about them Cowboys? You know what I'm saying? Brett Manhart got all the boxes, T. Cooper Rush, Noah Brown. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Uh-oh. But that's all I got. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
how about them Cowboys? Say hey, Uncle Bart.
Yeah. Hey. All right, turn your house down, JR. Appreciate you. Good call. Trick love the kids. All right, Neil, Sam Rowe, and we'll get Steve on the phone. Let's boogie. Neil, what up?
Hey, what's good, fam? Hey, listen. I got some bars for you. It's 8 of them things. I need you to just listen for me.
No, Neil, not tonight, man. I know you love to rap, Neil, but we got 25 people on the phone. We can't do it.
Oh, God. All right, look. I'll tell you this. Watching the entire game, I had to find a way, traveling, picking apples with my family, and making sure that everything was fun and whatnot, and paying attention, watching Micah do his thing. Mm-hmm. I'm happy that we got this dub, bro. I've been trying to find a way to get on the show. I can't really do it because my hours for my new job don't allow it, so I'm trying to find a way to get these bars. I'll put them on social media if that's what it needs to be. But how about me, Cowboys? Appreciate everything you do, and every chance I get a chance to listen to you and Sky, I am appreciative. Thank y'all for what y'all doing.
Yes, sir.
And for any more Dak haters, make sure that you climb off right now, all right? If we could do it without him, can you imagine what we're doing with him?
Man.
I appreciate your time, bro.
Good call, Neil. Hey, man, look, Neil, we love to hear your rap, but boy, we got, I wish y'all could see the 25. Look at hold on. What my glasses? Because my glass is like a mirror. Y'all see all them little squares right there? Y'all see them little squares right there? There are people waiting to get on the phone. Those are people waiting to get on the phone. And I promise y'all that I was going to get everybody in. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to get everybody in. You feel me? Look at Sam Rowe up next. Steve on deck. And drummer Cam in the hole. Let's boogie. What up, Sam?
Hey, what's up, Voch? How you doing?
Man, my volume colleague. What up, Sam Rowe? What's good with you? What's your water taste like, Sam Rowe?
Actually, I want to say two things real quick because I know there's a line. So first, I want to say actually salute to you for making sure you get through the line and get to everyone's super chat because not everyone does that. So
yes, sir.
That's the first thing. Kudos. And then the second thing is, I think as a man or whatever, people in general should admit when they have and so I think we owe, I don't say we owe Stephen Jones an apology to people who've been detractors, but he kind of was proven. He's beginning to be proven right. I'm happy to be wrong on it.
Wow.
Because Noah Brown came up big. Cooper Rush, some people will call him for Will Greer.
Sure.
Cooper Rush came up big, obviously. The kicker's going well so far. So, hopefully it continues,
Also, too, Sam.
That's all I got to say.
Also, too, Sam, I said this during the game that people going to have to give Stephen Jones some kind of credit because La'el Collins didn't look great. La'el Collins did not look great.
That's true.
You know what I mean? And Terrence Steele has been playing better than him. So I don't know if it's a hip thing or whatever, but Lael kind of let us do what we wanted to do with him. And that's 2 weeks in a row. He's had a bad game for Cincinnati. So Sam Rowe, great call, brother. Appreciate you. Talk to you Monday.
Yeah, talk to you later.
Well, shit, tomorrow, because we got volume Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Central. So we will be live tomorrow. Let's go. Who I said? Steve. Cool. Steve, Drummer Cam, and let's get Uncle Charlie up here. So we're going to start with Steve. Steve up next, Drummer Cam on deck, Charlie in the hole. Let's boogie. Steve, what up?
Voch.
What's good with you, my guy?
I got to say, man, we got to give the defense their flowers today. I'm going to throw some stuff at you. Burrow,
Quickly.
under 200 yards passing.
Yes, sir.
Mixon, under 60 yards rushing.
Right.
T. Higgins led in receiving with 71 yards.
Right.
Chase 54 yards. Defense. Dan Quinn did a hell of a job today.
Yeah.
Got to give it up for defense. That's
Yeah.
all I got.
Yeah. Fantastic point, man. Fantastic point. Appreciate you, Steve. Go ahead and get you up out of here. And something else too, bro. Like we didn't give up big plays. Like that was one of my keys to win or whatever. Is to not give up big plays. And we knew that the Bengals get big plays by holding on to the football. If we're gonna pass rush, we need them dudes to hold on to the football, and that's where their big plays did not come from because we was able to get pressure in the pass rush. Micah Parsons is quoted. I just read my hotline just blinged or whatever. Micah Parsons was basically he had a post game interview or whatever, and he was talking to the people, Susie Colbert or whoever he was talking to, and he was basically saying along the lines of, "Hey man, nobody believed in us but us." And just imagine if this was a loss, what that would have done for your locker room. If this was a loss, what does this mean for your team the rest of the way, vibe wise, right? But the fact that we can walk in with this W, walk away with this W, what does that mean? You see what I'm saying? Like, what does that mean for the overall energy of your team? Now we just, the Tampa Bay game was the Tampa Bay game, but we walked out of the Bengals game. We won a tough home game versus the AFC champions. What does that do for you? What does that do for the overall vibe of your team, man? That just makes us walk into the Giants with even more confidence. Like, hey, bro, we about to beat the shit out of goddamn, you know what I mean? Like we good. Like, let's keep stacking these wins until 4 comes back because dog, if we can do this versus the Bengals, we can do this versus the Giants. We can, let me go to some more football on, but my remote battery's down or whatever. If we can do this versus the Bengals, we can do this versus the Giants, versus the Washington football team, versus the Eagles or whatever. You know what I mean? So this is just stacking good days on top of good days, vibes on top of vibes. I love it to pieces, man. Love this to pieces. Drummer Cam up next. Uncle Charlie on deck. Gil from New York in the hole. Let's boogie. Drummer Cam, what up?
Hey, man, I haven't talked to you in a while.
Man, what's your water taste like, Drummer Cam? Please, sir.
Oh, it's refreshing. Like just the best water you could ever have. Just
yes, sir.
Crystal clear, tastes good, pH balance is on point, and, greatness.
Yes, sir. What you got for the show?
And congrats for the volume, man. That was some dope shit. And,
appreciate you.
Tops to you on that one. What does Kellen Moore got to do to sustain more drives? Because I feel like our defense is getting gassed at the end of these. Now they came through, and I think that's going to get better and better. And I think we've got more, like you said, we got offensive lines that are questionable coming up. But what does Kellen Moore got to change? I mean, specifically just to get drives sustained post. He's got his scripts, and once he's out of his scripts, he's kind of pulling from, scenarios. What does he got to change to fix that?
Appreciate you, Cam. One thing he needs to do is get Dak Prescott back, and 2, just don't be afraid to run the football, man. Like there was one point Kellen had this was at the end of the 4th quarter. Kellen had like 4 minutes, 2 timeouts, and a 2-minute warning, and we're just up here like on 2nd and 7, just throwing a football like we in a rush or something. Like, dog, just slow everything down and just get your work. Slow everything down and just get your work done, man. Just be patient with Cooper Rush because he's not for it. Drummer Cam, appreciate you, man. Right. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Somebody tagged me and said on the live stream, at this tag for future references. Let me see what's going on. What does that mean? Okay, that's when I ran away from the shit. Okay, cool. All right. Hey man, listen, dog. I told Brumley that we got to figure out a way to set up 2 cameras, right? Like this camera here, but then I would also love to have a camera just on the offside or whatever, just so we can, just so we can have a Voch nervous cam. Because when I get nervous watching the game, I do stand up and pace around a little bit. I would love to have a camera just to have a down, bird's eye view of me just pacing around. We're going to figure that out, man. We're going to find a way to get that done. That'll be a great time to have pacing Voch cam. All right. For everybody that called in, don't forget, we're going to make a quick point, get in and get out. I will react to you. Let's get Charlie on the phone. Let's go. Charlie, what up? Now, listen, Charlie.
What's up,
Now, Charlie, you was upset last week at the Cowboys. Do you feel better this week, Charlie?
I feel a little bit better, Cowboy Nation, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember this, y'all. Remember this for Uncle Charles. I'm the uncle of the Cowboy Nation, and ain't nobody going to change that. Remember, pressure busts pipes. Yeah. It don't change minds. Yeah. You can rob a bank tomorrow, and all the pressure can be on. And then you can go rob the bank again the next day. Pressure busts pipes. It don't change minds.
There you go.
Football is a mental sport,
yes, sir.
Not just physical. I don't care what nobody says. I ate my humble pie in the first half. And it didn't taste pie. I think it tastes like something else. Well, anyway, goddammit, let me just say this. You keep the pressure on, Cowboy Nation. Don't no billionaire want you talking about them in a bad light. Yeah. Every billionaire want to be talked about like their savior and their king. Keep the pressure on. Pressure bust pipes. They're listening. They're listening to us. No matter what Jeff Jones says, he needs us as fans. Yeah. And that's all I got to say, player.
Yo, Charlie, we love you, man. Stay up. Keep smiling. I'll talk to you Monday, my guy. Appreciate you. Man. Ain't nothing better than that. Nothing better than that. Kendall say he saw me at the gym. I say, what gym? He says, Planet Fitness. Voch don't go to Planet Fitness. And I got 2 gyms. I go to the gym and I go to dojo. You ain't seen me at Planet Fitness. But hey, if you did see me, walk up and say what's up to me. You'll realize it ain't Voch. But if you do see me at my gym or dojo, walk up and say what's up. I ain't doing nothing else. Let's get back into it. We got let's go ahead and listen to Dontrell, see if he's about to tell on somebody. Let's just go ahead and see what Dontrell about to do, man. Let's just go ahead and check up on Dontrell, see if he's about to snitch on somebody. Dontrell, what up?
What up, Voch? Man, I ain't get to tell on nobody, bro.
I don't want to know where somebody was at. I don't need to know who somebody was with, Dontrell. I don't need to know nothing, man. I don't know nothing.
I'll save it for next time.
What you got for the show?
Hey, man, look. Man, I just wanted to point out 2 things, man. Hey, man. I said those wide receivers could get it done if they got schemed open, got put in the right position.
Yes, sir.
Make things happen. Noah Brown, he came through, made it happen. CD made it happen. Schultz ain't really make it happen. But, either way, you know what I'm saying? Like, it made it happen. So, I'm real happy for that. Yep. And other thing, man, I'm always seeing stupid shit on Twitter. I don't want us to get on this run and we got half the fan base talking about bench stats for Cooper Rush. I done seen that too many times already, man. I can't argue with the whole internet.
Hey man. Whatever you do not argue with the internet. Listen, this everybody talking. Dontre, I appreciate you. Good call. This for everybody listening right now. Do not waste your time debating with somebody on the internet if they hit you with the Cooper Rush won a game, he's better than Dak Prescott. Don't y'all dare waste y'all time with that nonsense. Keep your sanity intact, bro. Keep your sanity intact. Don't even feed into that, okay? Don't even feed into that. At some point, I do want to call Fuster King, and I do want to tap into Will Steele, see what he's doing, and maybe some of our other content creator friends. We'll cross that road whenever we get there. Let me just give a war call that we're the most viewed post game show right now. Humbly, respectfully, I appreciate y'all for wanting to tune in with me. But when this is over, y'all be sure to tap in with everybody else so they can get their views so the greater community can grow. You feel me? Let's keep this thing going. We'll go Gil from New York, Josh, and T. Gray. Let's boogie. Gil, what up?
Hey, Josh. Listen, I missed a lot of the game today because I was busy. But what I want to know is, did you see anything in the offensive game plan and the play calling that would indicate that Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy learned something from the first game and that we have reason for optimism for continued improvements on the part of the offense?
Hell no, because they still throwing the ball when we should be running it. So I think they've done and look, I can really chalk up last week's loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just knew exactly what we were doing. They even came out to admit as much. So hopefully the next time we play anybody, not just the Buccaneers, that we switch up the schemes and the concepts and the play calls and the language so the teams just aren't knowing what we're doing. But guys executed a lot better. The penalties were much less than last week. And hey man, we just got it done. We just got done running football.
But do you think that there's any reason why they will scheme better?
I don't have proof of that, and that's fair. I don't have just this. Oh well, I saw this, so this lets me believe that we won't do the same nonsense that we did last week. I don't have that yet, but we got a couple more games until we ultimately figure that out. Gil, fantastic call, my brother. Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Gil. Great call.
You bet.
Great call. Great call. Great call. Great call. Nah, man, Voch is not. Voch does not have a Planet Fitness membership. So, Alex, is that because you think I'm bougie? Like, do you think I'm just too bougie to have a membership to Planet Fitness? Like, shouts out to Planet Fitness. I ain't got a problem with Planet Fitness, but why you think I ain't got a membership to Planet Fitness? Come on now. Let me tap in. Let me look on the YouTube to see what these what my content creator compadres are doing, and then we will tap. Man, we got more views than .com, man. We got more live views than .com. It said we have the Mike McCarthy post game speech, the post game locker room speech. So while I'm finding that, we're gonna get who I say T Gray. Let's get T Gray on the phone and see what he's talking about. What up, T Gray?
Yo, what's going on, Voch?
What's good, my guy?
Hey,
what you got for the show?
So, question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
Just something maybe to take note on when you're watching film for the week, because I know you probably don't have an answer right now, but did you see anything with Kellen Moore's adjustment ability in the second half?
Nope.
Because it looked like everything was starting to stall out in the second half, man, so that scares me going forward.
I think one of the biggest problems in general is that we just didn't have the talent to keep things going. You know what I mean? Like, and this is where tough wins are important. Right. So even if we did catch the Bengals slipping early, like even if we did catch them kind of slipping around a little bit, we still took advantage of that and got the points for it, But the one thing that I don't want us to do is to try to walk in with the game, with the next game, and just be big chest like, oh, look what we did versus the Bengals. We can do the same thing versus the Giants or whatever. I think the coaches need to really take advantage over that, over the advantages that we have, and then just let the defense carry us like they've been doing. So that's all that is.
Exactly, man. I agree. I just going forward, I hope Mike McCarthy keeps that foot in Kellen Moore's ass, and we keep it pushing. But I hope Mike is okay, and I think we're gonna be all right through this stretch with Dak missing, man. Yeah,
man, Mike is fine. He limped around for a couple of steps, but he was in on the very next play. We need that dude to get 34 sacks and to be the defense. If he get 35 sacks, he in conversation for the MVP. But appreciate you, T. Gray. Salute. It's only so much you could just be defensive player of the year. If you get that many sacks, bro, you the most valuable player. Chat, hold on. Okay, cool. Tell me if y'all can hear this, chat. Let's see what we got. Mike McCarthy here. Well, I got my YouTube muted because I ain't want to. All right, cool. All right, now tell me if y'all can hear Mike McCarthy. Let me rewind. There we go.
Great team win, man. All right, all three phases, but let's give it up for Brett. Where you at, Brett?
Brett Maher. Brett Maher.
Man, hey, remember this feeling, man. This is what it's all about. This is the locker room after a win. Enjoy it. Take care of each other. Great Man, we got to be ready to get back to work next week, man. Let's go. Family on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Now, that was actually Dalton Schultz breaking it down. Now, I don't know why the hell he breaking down Dalton Schultz. Hey, man, and look, I said this during the watch-along, and y'all should be watching the watch-along also, but I said this during the watch-along. I wonder if we're kind of noticing the deficiency in talent, and I've been saying it a bunch, but Dalton Schultz ain't good if Dak ain't on the field. Honestly, we've seen Lamb be great with both quarterbacks. We've seen Noah Brown be great with both quarterbacks. The run game has been fine with both quarterbacks, but Dalton Schultz only get going with when Forrest's on the field. I think that's going to mess up his contract negotiations. I don't know. We'll cross that road whenever we get there, because at this point, you would need your tight end to carry your backup quarterback, because the quarterback's best friend, especially a quarterback that ain't as talented, their best friend's the tight end, and Dalton Schultz ain't got going in 2 games, so I think that's something we need to keep eyes on. Josh, maybe? Okay, cool. Josh up next. Tariq on deck. Troy in the hole. Let's boogie. What up, Josh?
What's up, Voch? Hey, listen, I don't really call it in too much like that because I get a little nervous, but a win like this, bro, we don't come around too often, so we got to appreciate it. So
for sure.
Let me just say it was a great win. Defense stepped up. Offense stepped up. Cooper Rush, I don't know, some of them throws a little shaky, but he got it done. Yep. You know what I'm saying? You know, Brett made the kick, everything. This team really banded together, and a lot of people didn't believe in them. Shoot, I didn't believe in them all the way.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, they believed in themselves, like you said, and they need that. They got to keep that because we're going to need it because, hey, they all they got. So they just got to stay with the talent, keep going on to New York next week. I'm lit, Cowboys Nation. We lit. Bump Cincinnati. They were talking all that stuff. They ain't got nothing to say now. They solid.
Yep.
They say who they. I say we they. Stop playing. That's all I got to say, Bob.
Appreciate you, Josh. Good call, brother. Good call. Good call. Good call.
Oh, one more thing.
Go ahead.
I was my fault. Little plug to the channel. I don't know if you remember. I got my Real Sports Talk joint. I'm gonna be doing a video on there later, react to the Cowboys game. So check me out if y'all want to see something like that. Just let me know.
All right, appreciate you, brother. Good call. We got Foots the King on the phone. Tap in with Foots the King. Let's tap in with Foots the King. Let's tap in with Foots the King. Round table coming, baby. Round table coming. Yo, Foots the King, can I just get your raw reaction to this tough, hard-fought Cowboy W versus the AFC champions, Super Bowl runner-ups, Foots the King? Can I just get your reaction from my audience, please?
Man, put some spec on Mike McCarthy's name.
Man.
Coaching for his job, backup quarterback. If we're going to give hell to the head coach, we need to show him a little bit of love. I'm not saying that he's the coach of the future. I'm not saying this, that, and third. What I am saying is he was called out all week.
Yeah.
And it starts at the top. No, there's not a quarterback controversy. No, we don't need to put Zeke and Tony against each other. But what we do need to do is just say, hey, man, this is a great team win. Outside of the show fumble vibe,
yeah,
you beat their head in.
You sure did.
Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
What are we talking about, Vot? I don't want to hear, oh, you almost lost, you didn't. Guess what? Oakland was up by 20 and lost. Guess what? Baltimore was up by 3 touchdowns and lost.
Man.
Like, you didn't almost lose. You won the game. NFL's hard. You held a Joe Burrow-led team at Jamar Chase to 17 points. Enjoy it, Cowboys fans. Miss me with all the BS.
Man.
Like, I just want wins.
Man.
I want wins, Bob.
Foots, this win, bro, not only was it a hard-fought win, but we won it in the way that we've always wanted to win it, right? We won it by finding the mismatches. Cincinnati is incredibly talented. On offense, they are incredibly talented, but we took that away from them because they weren't good on the offensive line. They had a deficiency in the offensive line, and we came after that, Foots. Bohanna played well. Tristan, Osa, Neville played well, and not only did your first and second pass rushers play well, which is D-Law and Micah, but Dorrance and Dante Fowler got a sack. Your third and your fourth guy, Foots the King. React to that, please, sir. I need it.
I think what people need to realize is, guys, there aren't a lot of good offensive lines around the league.
Sure.
Like, there's not a lot in your division.
Sure.
So, hey, I watched the Commanders game today, right?
Yeah.
Their O-line stinks.
Yeah.
Like, I like Aiden Hutchinson. He can't tie Micah Parsons' shoes. So if you can play solid. And honestly, Joe Burrow is one of the better quarterbacks at feeling pressure because he has to.
Yeah.
But he just couldn't get a beat on our rush.
Yep.
And so, next weekend you're playing a quarterback who isn't as good as Joe Burrow.
Sure.
And so if you could play this brand of football, and we said it earlier, Bob,
Yep.
you never want to say, hey, go beat the Baltimore Ravens of the early 2000s, because that's just hard to do in today's game.
Right.
But if you can hold teams to 17 points, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Man, I know, Foots. I know. And look, these ain't two offenses that we just sneezing at. You know what I mean? They was damn near full strength of a full strength Tampa Bay Buccaneers and a full strength Cincinnati Bengals. And then we just gonna roll up against offenses that ain't as good as that. I feel good about our chances of keeping this thing competitive till Dak gets back. And then when Dak actually gets back, you're gonna get a Jason Peters, you're gonna get a James Washington, you're gonna get a Michael Gallup. Like, I'm only seeing arrows going up from here, Foots. And we're just constantly putting pieces on top of pieces to make this team what it needs to be in the long run. You feel me?
No, I mean, Voch, I think that this is kind of what, the front office, obviously they didn't envision Dak getting hurt, but this is what they said, okay, hey, Amari Cooper, we love. Everybody loves Amari Cooper, but at a point, it's time to let it go. Like, I didn't even see Noah Brown stepping up like he did today. But you know what? He did it. And that's what we're looking for. I thought the CD played a great game. He got bracketed. Coverage is going to come to CD right now. Until Michael Gallup gets back, he's going to have somebody over the top.
Sure.
But I think that Dallas did a good job of taking what was given and saying, hey, if you guys are going to run those one high shells and roll somebody to CD, Noah, you got to win. And he was able to do that. And Cooper Rush made some good throws. He did just enough.
Yep.
And so I don't even know if we probably had just 100 yards total rushing, maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
But the point is take what the defense gives you and take also what the offense gives you and attack. And I thought that defensively we attacked. I thought that offensively we attacked early on. They got a beat on us. Outside of the Schultz fumble, though, I think that Dallas was the better team today, and they won the game.
We had 107 rushing yards, Fusty King, and some of those came from Kevontae Turpin. So maybe moving forward, we can get him involved a little bit more. One more thing, and I'm going to let you go, Foots. You said on social media all week, really, and it really came true this weekend. This organization was correct for moving on from La'el Collins, right?
Yeah, and me and Sky had a little jabbing situation. Here's the deal. But you
the
love
conference
La'el.
has been locked.
I love La'el coming out, right?
Sure.
But the problem is his feet are just now in mud.
Yep.
I mean, he's just not an adequate. He's not an adequate tackle anymore.
Yeah.
And it's hard. Like, I get it. Like, everybody's not Tyron Smith. Like, we really hit on him.
Yeah.
And for him to be obviously injuries, but and they had questions with effort, and guess what?
Yep.
Some of that showed.
Yep.
Some of that showed today, Boss. Like, missed assignments. Hey, that's effort. That's not knowing what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
Hey, penalties. Hey, oversetting. Boss, you'll probably do film on Micah. His sacks are great, but dog, he had like 11 pressures. I counted 11 pressures.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, pressures, hits, and all that. Like, it just added up, and those pressures and hits, even though they're not sacks, what they did was they make Joe nervous. Joe would actually pull the ball down and not throw it just to move around so somebody else would hit Joe. You know what I mean? So somebody else would get the sack or the hit. Hey man, look, Foots, I'm telling you, man, look, Micah Parsons is on pace for 34 sacks this season. I ain't saying he gonna get it, but goddamn it, he on pace. You know what I mean? And that dude is special. And if we gonna put the back of this whole team on that dude, or just the whole team on that dude's back, it's looking pretty good. But we got to get the midseason for him first. Fusty King, plug your stuff so I can let you go, sir.
Hey, real quick, Bosh,
Yes,
because
sir.
I'm gonna get back to Edna. I just want to ask you one question.
Please.
What were your thoughts on two people? And I'm putting in a request to you, Bosh.
Okay.
Are you gonna do film on Fowler and Sam Williams? Because they kept popping off the screen today. What were your thoughts on those two?
Dante Fowler as your fourth pass rusher, Foots. Let's just let that sink in, man. As your fourth defensive end, right? Dante Fowler was involved. He got a sack, batted the ball down on third down, big pressure, big hits, and he was big in the run game. Dante Fowler is ready. Sam Williams, who is your fifth pass rusher, your fifth one, Fuster King, your fifth pass. I'm not saying that he's ready to step up and be that guy right now, but luckily for him, he doesn't. And I think he got a lot of reps. We will get the rep count later. He didn't get a whole bunch of. I mean, he got more reps because Basham was hurt this week. But Sam Williams, as a future type of forecast or whatever, Sam Williams gonna be fine, man. But he was firing off the football, and Sam Williams was active. But I just need Sam to just control that. Once Sam Williams develops some kind of control, he'll be fine. Because we get a lot of penalties from him. Just for him being a wild man. But that wild man, you know what I'm saying? But that wild man really lets his athleticism show. If he can find a way to use that athleticism without being a goddamn wild man, Sam Williams be on his way. It's just not time for him yet. Maybe next year.
You know, at the end of the day, Voch, this team, whether we like it or love it, they look smart when games like this happen.
Sure.
Because me and Voch love it because we're draft guys. There are other people who do what we do that are free agents, and that's okay. Like, you do need both.
Sure.
But, like, when we see youngins, like let's be honest, Voch, and I'm going to trick you up, and then I'm going to hang up.
Okay.
Because I want to really mess with your mind.
Okay.
At any point in this game where you worried about Tyler Smith, and I'm going to hang up. At any point, Voch. At any point. Let's talk football, Voch.
Let me tell you something,
At
Fritz.
any point. And Trey Henderson is a dog. At any point, Voch, were you worried about 73?
Trey had 18 and a half sacks last year, Foots, and I wasn't worried about Tyler Smith at all. Not at all, sir.
My name is Fuster King, Cowboys Nation TV. Pop your pop, Voch. I'm going to hang up and listen.
Good call, Foots. Hey, man, look, Foots ain't lying. Foots ain't lying. You know what I mean? What's the name? He had a pretty good play versus the run or whatever. It was a tackle versus loss. Trey Hendrickson. It was an outside zone play. Tyler stepped to the left and Trey Henderson stepped inside of him. I don't know whose guy that was supposed to be, whether it was supposed to be the pulling guy, which was Biotish, or the left guard, which was Fournier. So I don't know who the hell's job it was, but oh my goodness, Tyler Smith. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, y'all. Hold on. Tyler Smith ready. Tyler Smith is ready, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go nowhere. Y'all ass lucky. I'm doing a live stream and I didn't prepare for this and I couldn't find my ski mask because Tyler Smith is a goon. You are lucky. You are lucky I could not find my ski mask. Tyler Smith gave us another game of mauling people and holding up in pass protection versus dudes that get sack production. I think that's important here. That's important for us to talk about. Let's go. Hold on. Let's go back to Twitter real quick so I can tweet this. 2 weeks in a row, Tyler Smith showed up versus pass rushers that get real pass rush production. Sensational. Let's actually put the future GIF in there. Let's put the future GIF in there because I've been listening to a lot of Future lately. Sensational. I'm actually making a Future playlist, by the way. Sensational. And then I'm going to go to Our Lads Giants, right? And let's see who's Tyler Smith going to be dealing with next week. The edges for the New York Giants, Jihad Ward and O'Shane Zimenez. Let me go back to the chat box so I can see y'all's reaction to this. Next week, we're going to be lining Tyler Smith up versus Jihad Ward, and O'Shane Zimenez. Didn't O'Shane Zimenez play for like Stony Brook or something? The only reason I know his name because I'm a draft guy. He played for like one of them little schools. Played for Harvard or something. Jihad Ward and O'Shane Zimenez. Why is this important? It's important because we have just dealt with Trey Hendrickson and Shaq Barrett. What does that mean? 2 years ago, Shaq Barrett led the league in sacks. Last year, Trey Hendrickson got 18.5 sacks, dog. And we're just fine. We're just fine, sir. We're fine. Somebody said Thibodeau hurt. It says Thibodeau and Ojulari are hurt. But even if that's the case, even if it was Azeez Ojulari, who I liked, pass rush from Georgia, and Kayvon Thibodeau, pass rush from Oregon, even if it was Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari, them fuckers ain't Trey Hendrickson and Shaq Barrett. It's different. Let's get a couple callers in. Let's go Roster X up next. Tariq on deck. Troy in the hole. Let's boogie. Roster X, what's up?
Big Vibes, brother Vibes. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, brother, man. What's your water taste like?
Man, I just finished a whole gallon of that pure.
Damn.
To the head.
What you got for the show?
Real quick.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say a big thanks to Money Maher tonight. He ended that game where usually we'll miss it and then spend another 15 minutes trying to seal it off. He prevented injuries and let us walk out with a dub, man. So that's my dog tonight. That's all I got, man. I love you, dog.
Man, fantastic point, man. Fantastic call. Quickly. Appreciate you, Roster X. Hey, yo, we got to give Maher some respect, man. We got to give Maher some respect. You know what I mean? That dude, I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? But goddamn, I don't know how long he going to be undefeated in kicks, but Maher got it done. Tariq up next. Troy on deck. Danny Savage in the hole. Let's boogie. Tariq, what up? Quickly.
What's going on?
Man, coolin', my guy. What's your water taste like?
What I wanted to say was this: it was a good team win.
Sure.
Overall, defense stepped up big time. My only thing is Kellen Moore, man. He's real bland at times. He it's like he got good. He go good for a minute and then he falls off. Like my thing is like this: if we have a defense that's stopping people in under 20 points,
yeah,
if we can hold that up for the whole season,
sure,
and score at least 14 points and let the field goal kicker kick us some wins,
right,
we can win,
man.
But he has to be more creative on this, knowing when to run and knowing when to pass. He has to get better at that, man. You know what I mean? You can't keep putting this team in messed up situations like that because we almost handed that game back to the Bengals.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In a sense. But our team won. I'm happy for the win. These wins are the good, gritty wins.
Yeah.
Make you remember them. And Micah Parsons is a beast. Let's go, Cowboys.
Fair enough. Great game, Reek. 100%, man. You don't want to be in these games, but, dog, you love to win them. You love to win them. Let's see. The volume just tweeted something out. Let's see what they said. Let's see what the volume talking about for Voch. See here. The Cincinnati Bengals took an incredible L today. I love this. So before we toast, this our new thing. We will show our respect. This our new thing. When we win, we will salute our losers, and then we'll have a toast with our water. This our new shit. I love it. Cheers for a Cowboy W, goddammit. I love it. This our new thing. Let me just retweet that. Let them boys have it. Let's let them boys have it. All right, here we go. Hold on, somebody in the volume think, what a shock. Dallas wins and you hear nothing directly from Colin, and he probably won't mention it tomorrow or he'll make excuses for the Bengals where Colin is wrong. Message Exclamation. Hey, we got some more calls to get in, and we also got some of my YouTube friends or some of my Cowboy media content friends we're going to tap into. It's going to be a fun show. Troy up next, Danny Savage on deck, and we're going to try to get Aisha Morrison from DallasCowboys.com. We're going to get we're going to see if we can get our friends in. We're going to see if we can get Okoye on the phone, and we're going to see if we can get Will Steele in here because Will is in traffic. But hey, we ain't doing nothing else. We celebrating Cowboy W's, man. We ain't doing nothing else. Troy, what up?
Hey, it's good, Voch, man. I'm loving the win. I think it was well deserved. We battled hard to maintain and get through that.
Yep.
I think what's exciting to me is that we still got Dak coming back, man, and we got Michael Gallup coming back, man.
Yes,
so that's very exciting to me.
Yes, sir.
But I had a question for you, if you could kind of answer it for me.
Please.
With the on the last drive, what was the advantage to not taking the penalty and getting those extra yards for the first down? I didn't understand it. I was just like, why would we not take that penalty and go and get that first down like that, and we stayed at second down? If you can explain that to me.
I was doing a live reaction, so I wasn't very clear on what they was talking about. What was the exact penalty? That was on the Noah Brown play, right? The big Noah Brown catch?
Yeah, I know it went against the defense, but they declined it. And we stayed with the catch.
I'm not sure.
So I was just like, why would...
I'm not positive. I'm going to go back and watch it, but I think if we were to decline it there, it's probably because Noah Brown got more yards than than what the penalty would have been. I would have to go back and watch it, but I'm not sure.
Even if if it would have pushed it to a first down and we stayed at second down?
Not even positive, but just because you asked, I will go back and take a look at it, and I'll definitely let you know.
Excellent. Thanks, Voch.
Appreciate you, Troy. Good calls. Good call. Hey, I love how y'all getting in, making your points, and getting out, man. We are becoming a family with these call lines, man. We not holding them up. We getting in and we getting out. I'm pulling up these super chats too, so I can get ready for y'all, so I can read them out because I know I saw some supers coming across, and I'm not gonna leave y'all out. I love y'all to pieces, but you know you got to run the show, man. You got to run your show. Let's get it in. We got 9 more callers. Well, 10 if you count. Well, 12 if you count some of my YouTube friends, if I can get them. Let's see. We'll figure this out. Danny Savage, what's happening?
Hollywood Voch, how we doing tonight?
Hollywood Voch. Hey, man, I'm just drinking water. I'm doing good, Cowboy W, celebrating and all that. What you got for me, show?
2 quick points.
Sure.
Number one, Micah, I saw a play where Micah got triple teamed.
Okay.
Micah is going to destroy this record. He's going to destroy it.
Yeah.
We got Micah up front. We got Diggs as the shutdown. And now Wilson starting. Wilson could have played 20 years ago. He plays like a missile. You know, he could take people's heads off. Yeah. So now we have the fear of guys going over the middle where he can take their heads off. I also think Wilson helps stop the run a lot more. So those are my 2 quick points. I'm out. Great call as always. Great show.
Sure.
I'm out. Easy.
What I was saying from Donovan Wilson last week is Donovan actually led your safeties in downs played last week. So J-Ron, Donovan, and Malik, they were in that 3 safety thing that Dan Quinn likes to do. And Malik got the most. Donovan got the most reps out of anybody. So. Yeah, Donovan gonna be on the field, and Donovan brings an extra level of physicality to this thing that we've just been missing so much. Quick housekeeping: I need y'all to like the video because this is live on Voch Lombardi and on the volume. And the only way the volume knows that we killing it—that's the volume logo right there. There we go. In case y'all ain't know, the only way the volume knows that we killing it is if y'all leave likes on the video. Plus, that pushes it out to the algorithm. So we need to know. We need new people watching this. So please hit the like button. Also, let me get flames, water, lions, and whatever for digs. Like I guess shovels in the chat. And we need to come up with an emoji for Brett Maher. So we like let's figure that out as a family, but let's drop those emojis in the chat because we need that. We're gonna get to the phones. We got 8 unidentified numbers. We're gonna see if we're gonna make them platinum. Y'all don't hang up. Don't go nowhere. We got a long night to celebrate. Well, not even, it's got like another hour or so, but we got like another hour to celebrate. All right. And I'm gonna tap in with the chat and I'm going to see what my YouTube friends are saying. But for now, Let's see what the supers are saying. Meet me halfway. He dropped 5 in the super chat. He says, I am over the Dak argument. This team will go as far as the defense takes it. Offense, just compete and never give up. And just compete and never give up. People will get healthy. Indeed. Dak Prescott's coming back. Jason Peters is coming back. James Washington is coming back. Michael Gallup is coming back. All those moves will matter. Appreciate you, sir. Tyler Wojnarowski dropped a 5 and says, Voch, I hate this damn team, but boy, do I love this damn team. I know what you mean, Playboy. And on the volume side, let's see. Here we are. On the volume side, let's make sure. Oh, boy, we haven't read a lot of these. Okay, my bad, y'all. Dick Nunn. All right. Dick Nunn dropped a deuce in the super chat, says the Maharati only goes past 50. You get it done though. Adrian Lindsay dropped the deuce in the super chat. He dropped the deuce and says, Randy who? Hey man, we got guys, man. Appreciate you for your contribution there. Brandon Velez dropped a 5 and says, yo, Zeke done. I would rather see Rico. We would definitely have that conversation. We'll cross that road when we get there. Appreciate you. Tyrone Jackson dropped a deuce and a dub in the Cashapp. He dropped the Cashapp so I can get his phone call quick. Hey, shit, that might work, man. I'm phony. That might work. Tyrone, give me 2 seconds. Mr. Lee dropped a deuce and says, just imagine this defense when it's in midseason foreign work off. Appreciate you. Well, I got to get a wahoo. Appreciate you, sir. Uppercut Cannon dropped a 5 and says, smash and dash 2.0. I guess that's Zeke and Tony. Number 2, it feels good to have safety depth. We've gone from no safeties to 5 that I really like. Give Donovan Wilson his flowers. Yes, indeed. We've been doing that the whole show. I totally agree with you, sir. And Jeremy Johnston dropped a 5 in the super chat, says Zeke needs to be the backup. So obvious. Hey, man, you know, Zeke doesn't have that burst that he once did. And when Tony gets the ball, Tony looks a lot more bursty. So, you know, it is what it is, you know. Let's get Tyrone on the phone since he dropped money in the PayPal, in the Cash App, and I'm pretty phony. So, Tyrone, what up?
What's going on, bro?
What's good, my guy? What you got for the show?
Man, listen. I watched you for a long time. I'm gonna give you your flowers.
Okay.
Man, I appreciate what you. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I said I'm gonna give you your flowers. You know what I'm saying? You and Steele, man. What y'all doing? Y'all a great team, man. I appreciate the content, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Keep on with it.
Appreciate you, no doubt.
So now back. Let's go to the unsung heroes.
Okay.
Our front,
mm-hmm.
our guard at the gate.
Yep.
Them boys look good tonight.
Mm.
As a tandem on both sides.
Yeah.
Smith and Farniok, they were moving dudes.
Sure.
You know, that other side Steele, they were moving dudes.
Yep.
And then our center wasn't just getting beat up tonight.
Sure.
So we moved. The pocket was clean. So I was gonna shout out them dudes. And Tyler Smith, my man.
Yep.
My man set precedent early.
Yep.
Set precedent early. He was the hammer, not the nail.
100%.
But yeah, that's it for me. And I think the coordinators changed and they adapted to the game. For the most part of the game, they called a good, solid game. And they allowed us to be great in moments. And we just need to be more consistent. And other than that, man, go Cowboys.
To your point, Tyler Smith, and I just said this on Twitter, but what he's done versus the dudes that he's done it against with no preseason work at left tackle is to 100% be commended and applauded. I think he'll be much better at guard though. But what this tells me is that he'll be a Pro Bowl level guard, right? And look, this ain't like look, watch this. This ain't like Tyler Smith rolled up against Taco Charlton. We're like, all right, good game, Tyler. You know what I mean? This ain't like he rolled up against Azeez Ojulari and them. This ain't like he rolled up against whoever the hell pass rushing for the Texans or something, or you know, one of the rookie dudes. What's up?
Gangsters move like gangsters, bro.
For sure.
Them was gangsters he was going against. Them was grown men.
Sure.
He let them know, yeah, I'm with this shit.
Sure. Sure. 100%, man. 100%. I love it. Tyrone, appreciate you. I just put you down platinum. Apparently you wasn't in my system, but I just put you down platinum. Next time you call in, I'll know it's you. Appreciate you.
Jack from DC, man.
All right. Well, give me 2 seconds. All right. Let's make sure we get you right here. It ain't letting me change the name. Hold on. All right, there we go. You say Jack?
Jack.
Jack.
Yes, sir. All
right, Jack from DC. All right, appreciate you, man. Next time you call in, we'll know it's you.
Sir.
Salute.
Absolutely.
He say, yeah, Voch. My name ain't Tyrone. My name's Jack. You were going on and probably. Man, I am a little hungry, Alex, but I mean, I feel like what we get from a lot of super chats, and to be fair, if I get a really good super chat, now what qualifies as a really good super chat, right? Like, and not even the dollar amount, because we're grateful for all dollar amounts, whether it be a 50 or whether it be a 1, right? But if it's something that we haven't said already, that's when I'll really stop and look at the super and be like, that's a fair point, you know what I mean? But most of our supers, man, I think we we've said what we've been saying already, and that's what I love about my community, man. We're a comprehensive, on the same page as community. We do not play around. You feel me? We get in and we figure it out. Let's see if we can get our good friend Aisha Morrison from DallasCowboys.com from the Girls Talk Boys Talk podcast. Let's see if we can get on. Sure, we get on here, man.
No.
On the phone, we have On the phone, we have Aisha Morrison from DallasCowboys.com, Boys Talk, Girl Talk podcast. Aisha Morrison on Twitter and on YouTube. What's your water taste like?
It's like room temp. It's room temp, but that's just because my teeth are sensitive. But it's good still.
Yeah, fair enough. Room temperature because your teeth is sensitive. So how about this, Aisha Morrison from DallasCowboys.com, Boys Talk, Girls Talk podcast. Just give me like a couple of key points in the game, right? Because I know you got 30 of them, but give me like 3 so I can get my other callers on the phone. Give me 3 major points that you got from this game. What stood out to you?
Okay. Tater tot. All right. So I think you already made the point, but I want to make it because I think it's going to matter later in the season. The Cowboys' depth, like all the way around, obviously, but on the defensive side of the ball, really showed in this game to me. Because, like you guys were talking about, you saw Dante Fowler have a good game. Mm-hmm. Like I feel like these fresh legs they have that's going to help you later in the season because. They were on the field. They were on the field a long time. But when you got guys, when you have the rotations that Dan Quinn can choose from to get pressure, you got guys coming in there with fresh legs. So when you start talking about getting to like the playoffs and these other teams are tired, like your defense, you can run out so many different packages and guys' legs are fresh and they're ready to go. So I felt like that was huge. You were talking about Tyler Smith. I feel the same way. Dude is playing out of his mind right now to have little to no work at the left tackle position. But I don't want to discount what Matt Farniok did as well. He did have a couple plays where he got pushed back this game, but for him to be inserted as a starter, and I mean, go play left guard, Matt Farniok. We know you get work at center, but go do this right here. I think it shows some of his versatility and why they kept him around. And I really think that obviously we got to look at the tape, but I don't know. I was happy from what I saw with him because they were dominating on that left side of the offensive line. So.
I don't want to move on from this. You just made a fantastic point, and I'm not just saying this because you're my friend. We've said because we've said around this, but I didn't say it in the way that you said it, right? Because your third and your fourth defensive ends got a sack this game. Dorrance got 2, Dante Fowler got 1. But I didn't think of it from the stance of we're not going to be tired because there's so many of those dudes. And that's not just at the ends. Like that's your guys on the tackle side also. So yeah, Osa and look, Neville ain't even starting. That's another conversation we got to have at some point. But Osa and Bohanna, and then you rotate into Neville and Tristan, and then Chauncey's kind of like your swing guy that could play all over the place. So that's a fair point. These big boys up front, they never really get tired. Fair point. Fantastic.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean, y'all pretty much made all the points I wanted to make. Shout out to Donovan Wilson, like we've been waiting for him to have this opportunity to show what he's capable of, and I wanted to see which safety was going to step up and try to replicate what Micah Fitzpatrick did last week, and I think he did his best impression everywhere. These guys came up and tackled, and I was happy to see it. So that's all I got, man. Y'all tune into Girls Talk, Boys Talk at 4 p.m. Eastern? Is it Eastern? Central? Which one is it? I think it's
Central. Yeah, Central is your time zone, and Eastern is like an hour after you.
Okay, tater tots. Okay, well, Eastern time.
When the show start for you? When the show start for you?
It starts at 4. It starts at 4.
So it's 4 Central, 5 Eastern.
Okay. Well, Voch said it for me. That's when the show. That's when the show is. Tune in. We have a lot to talk about this week, and I appreciate all y'all support. Let me get up out of here. You know I'm talkative.
Can they find you on Twitter somewhere?
Yeah, you can find me on the Twitter space, Twitter place. Sure. It is Isha Morrison. That is IISHA. Please don't put an L in there. It's not Lisa. It's not none of that. It is IISHA. It'll save you a lot of time.
Aisha Morrison with 2 I's. And do you have a YouTube page as well where people can find your work?
Absolutely. So tune in to the first episode of The Automatic with Aisha. That'll be Tuesday at 2 p.m. 10 p.m. rather. And then also I have I Got Your Six. That's a segment I have with Matt Owen. That's rolling out on Wednesday. So y'all check us out.
2I, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it. Let's get back into the phones. But look, that was a fair point though, right? Because the one thing that I'm always bringing up those Giants teams that won the Super Bowl and their waves of pass rushers. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you got Tuck in them, and then you got Osa Umenyiora. Then they come off the field, and Kiwanuka comes on the field, and you just got these waves of guys, right? That can get sacks for you, right? I think that's so valuable to us. And Basham, who is a dude that we liked, Terrell Basham, a dude that can play. He gets hurt for you. And then Sam Williams comes right in and he gets things going. And it's just a fun little party, man. It's a fun little day. We ain't doing nothing else. I'm texting Will Steele and Okoye right now to see what's going on. I'm trying to get y'all the best post game show you could possibly find on the internet. You feel me? I know we was leading in numbers. I don't know where we at now, but I still think we got about 1,200 or so people tuned in. So I appreciate y'all hanging around with me. I'm gonna text my guys and we'll see what they're doing. All right, let's get 208 on the phone while I text Will Steele and Okoye. Go ahead, 208.
What's up, man?
What's good? What you 208, my guy. What you got for the show? What your water taste like?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you to Skywalker, Steele, and you, man. Y'all both pushed me to create my own YouTube channel. I'm fighting cancer myself, and just tuning in. Both y'all have pushed me to create my own content for athletes that struggle with mental health and illnesses. Neither here nor there for right now. What I do want to say is, last week I was tuned into the game, obviously, and I heard something Jason Garrett said about Noah Brown. He is a consummate Cowboy, and there's a reason that he's still around. I want to give that boy his flowers, man. He earned his flowers today. That boy ran routes, crisp, caught the ball, didn't look like CD looked last week like a deer in headlights, and I just want to give Noah Brown all his flowers right now, man. That boy did his damn thing. That defense, we know Micah Parsons is going to show up every week, but that defense, thank you, Dan Quinn, for sticking around.
Man.
And, again, thanks to you and Skywalker Steele for the dope-ass content and for pushing people to be creative themselves. Much love, Voch.
100%. And on your Noah Brown point, I think that's what we need the most. Like, if CD's going to be a guy that's going to be the number one dude and getting the attention, and run game is something that we're going to lean on, then we need somebody to step up. So, yeah, Noah Brown was the guy doing that for us today. Listen, what's going to be the name of your show in the future or your platform? Like what you going to be doing?
I actually have
I actually have a YouTube channel called Greatness. It's the Greatness Podcast. It's a blog for right now, but at some point when I get enough content built up and enough of a fan base, I'd like to turn it into a podcast. But right now it's a blog, 30-minute videos of motivational speaking of my personal experiences as a college athlete. I played up here at Idaho State University as an outside linebacker. I've been diagnosed with I was diagnosed with colon cancer in May. Been fighting since then. And I ain't going nowhere, man. I just want to be out here to give dope-ass content to athletes that are struggling with one fight or another, because there's not many of us out here doing it.
Hey man, appreciate you. That is a fantastic premise to build some content on. We're gonna be tuned into it. We're gonna be rooting for you. We're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, it's like be tapped in with the show, man, so we can keep tabs on you, know what you're doing, man. And we're definitely gonna try to send some traffic your way so people can see your content. What's your name so I can know what the tap you in is?
It's Jamal Johns, my brother, and I'll be sure to send you my content through your YouTube channel.
All right, cool. Let me put you down platinum. So next time you call in, we will know it's you. We got Jamal of the Greatness Podcast. Appreciate you, brother. Be strong, Doc.
I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. Whew, put my glass back on, man. Basically. Oh, man. Oh, I ain't mean to hit that button. Shit. All right, cool. Great call, man. Hey, y'all, if y'all ain't doing nothing else, man, just tap into the Greatness Pod, man. Go to YouTube, type it in, Greatness Pod. I was about to ask, how do you find Greatness Pod and nobody else has touched it? Like, how has nobody else claimed that name already? That's indeed greatness. Y'all be sure to tap into the Greatness Pod, man. Just to give a couple views, man. A couple views ain't hurt nobody. And if you like what you see, just hang around, man. If you like what you see, just hang around. All right. Good call. 254 up next, 347 on deck, 407 in the hole. I told you, if you hang patient, I'm gonna get to everybody, and I promise you, we are. 254. What's up? Who this? 254. 254 going once. Maybe you got me on mute. 254.
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
You know something made me mad, man? All this time I've been on the phone, I've had this crafty little phone screen that the homie Brumley put together for me, and I ain't even use it, man. My bad. I've been up here just on the solo screen, just on the Voch screen, but I've had the daggum Cowboy victory phone screen the whole time. My bad, Brumley and the graphics guys, man. My bad. I was just too hyped, man. I was a little too hyped, man. My bad, but boy, that 2017 looked good, man. My bad, man. We got Snake up out of there, man. Snake couldn't answer the phone, man. We're going to get to the rest of y'all, though. 347. What's up? Who this?
The chef from New York.
The chef from New York. What's good with you, my guy? But he got left up north because he was a chef up north, and they called me J.I. Double. Okay, cool. Okay, my bad. Okay, my bad. The chef. All right. What's good, my guy?
I'm a Giants fan, but I love your content.
Appreciate you, brother.
There's a couple of other YouTubers in the sporting world that I think do it well and think you'll get top 5 that are alive on that.
Man, appreciate you, brother.
Watch your content.
Man, appreciate you, brother.
I stay abreast of all the NFC East teams. Cowboys look strong on your left side, but do not sleep on our defensive ends. Ward is an awesome run stopper, and Azeez Ojulari's coming to his own. It took 3 years. Remember when he was coming out the draft, he was a technician with his hands.
Coming out of Georgia,
starting to look like he's developing now.
Sure.
So it's gonna be an all around game. I actually think the Giants and the Cowboys are real similar in their play style. You know what I'm saying? So when y'all go back to some of the footage, you'll see a lot of similarities in our defenses. You know what I mean? We generate pressure with the blitzes from Martin, from Wink, as opposed to you guys coming in waves.
Sure.
With the pressure, but there's a lot of similarities in our play. It's gonna be a real physical game. Some people may get hurt.
Sure.
To be honest with you.
Sure.
Yeah, that's all I got, brother.
100%, man. Hey, man, feed Saquon and keep him safe, man, because, long as he going, y'all good to go. You feel me? So feed that man and keep him safe. We got the chef.
Be physical, brother.
Yes, sir. I just put you down platinum, so next time you call in, I'll know it's you. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Man, I am blown away by all these flowers, man. I just appreciate y'all just, saying nice things about the show, man. The work that me and Will still do, bro. It's a lot of hard work, man. But we just trying to bring a little effort to y'all, man. Trying to do the best that we possibly can, man. We take this content thing seriously. Like this ain't just some hobby that we do anymore. This is something that we look at as a way to provide for our families and our future generations. And if we can turn this thing into something special, then I'm gonna hold the volume hostage on the contract renegotiations. You feel me? So of course we're gonna give them the best work we could possibly give them. You feel me? So hard work pays off. Hard work pays off, and I don't know it no other way. This is me texting Okoye, by the way. I text him last I texted Okoye last Sunday, September 11th. Are you gonna be available for post game? And he ain't text me back. I'm gonna text Okoye, man. And Will still is in traffic. You know what I mean? Like, and it's home game traffic, and he's at Texas Live, so I don't expect Will still to be able to tap in with us, man, because he's I know Will Steele, and I know what gets him, gets him frustrated at this point, man. I don't even want that man. We'll tap in with him tomorrow. You feel me? We'll tap in with him tomorrow. Cause I know he livid right now. That man is livid at traffic. You feel me? Let's get 407 up next. 817 on deck. 903 in the hole. Let's boogie. 407. What's up? Who this? Hello?
Snake, are you okay? Snake?
Hey man, what y'all want me to say, man? They not picking up, man. They not picking up, man. What y'all want me to say?
Yeah.
We have one half.
Hold up, bro.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Yo, what's good with you, brother? We have one half of Voch Lombardi live on the phone right now. We got the star, the man that's carrying A to Z Sports right now.
My God.
Okay. One half of Game Day Live with Jesse Holly. Okay. Soon to be on full-time volume payroll. Allegedly. You know what I'm saying? My bro here, you know what I mean? I actually got some. Hold on, goddammit. I got.
Big Willie, my game is grown. Prefer you call me William.
There we go. Will still in the building. What's good with you, sir?
What's good, brother? I'm feeling great, man. Man, just what a fun victory. It's always good when you win, right? If I have water right now, it tastes like that high quality H2O.
Man, listen, Will. Last week the live stream was 30 minutes. I probably said 10 sentences. I played the sad music and I was like, all right, I'm leaving. We are an hour and 53 minutes in, and that's what it's gonna be, and I'm not playing today. Will, you ain't gotta talk for a long time because I know the traffic is doing a number on your nerves right now. But just kind of give us an overall feel of what you saw from the game, brother.
Well, I will say this. I fought through the traffic, so I'm in the clear now. That's why I'm able to talk to you. But you know how I am. That traffic shit was getting on my nerves.
Love it.
But overall, man, I think they hit on all the 3 points that we needed to do, I think, to come away with the victory. And that was to protect Cooper Rush, and not just literally, but, by the way, they did that literally. I can't wait to watch this film, Voch. You know, I'm basically the O-line guy now.
Man.
I don't remember really much pressure on Cooper Rush all game besides maybe a sack and a few pressures. But
sure,
I can't wait to go back and watch that. I thought they protected him up front. I thought they protected him by staying balanced, and I thought they protected him with the play calling. I thought the play calling was not, the game plan, I should say. The game plan was a good game plan for the most part. Even though it got weird for a while, still was a good game plan. And I thought the defense had to actually cover on the back end a lot harder than they did in week 1.
Yeah.
And they did that. And then I thought that the defensive line had to not be good, not be great.
Man.
They had to dominate. And they dominated, man. So it was good to see them do all 3 of those things. And I should have probably put it in there, Brett. Because it came down
a master at work.
That's the wrong goddamn button. Hold on. There you go. But man, Will Steele, I never thought that I would have faith in Brett Maher or whatever. So just us just celebrating him is a weird thing right now. But you touched on keeping Cooper Rush safe, man. This is the second week in a row. I said this on Twitter. The second week in a row that not only Tyler Smith has done a fantastic job, but he's done a great job against dudes. This ain't like Tyler just lining up against, you know what I mean? He ain't just lining up against some scrubs, Will Steele. He's lining up against dudes that get sacks in this game, brother. And we haven't heard a peep out of them guys, man. So I know that we talking about the Jason Peters project, and I know that we're talking about Tyler Smith, and I know that he should be a Pro Bowl left guard if we was to ever get to that point. But, man, just talk about the job that your left tackle is doing to not have any preseason work at left tackle.
You know, during the games, it's hard to really focus on one thing.
Sure.
That's all. I didn't hear Trey Hendrickson's name one time today. I didn't look at the box score. How many tackles did he have? How many sacks?
He had 0 sacks and 1 tackle for a loss, and that wasn't on Tyler.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I mean, again, I knew just from because when I'm watching, y'all know, man, I'm not watching this as an analyst. I'm watching it as a fan for the most part.
Right.
And pressure up front, especially from the blind side. Cooper Rush just seemed to be comfortable back there, and we talked about, when I was trying to give you a little pep talk. I'm like, I mean, if they give him room, if the Bengals play the way I hope they play, there'll be room, and he can deliver the ball, and that's what he did. They did not play that shell coverage. They decided to try to do that man stuff, and it helped out the Cowboys in a major way, and they took advantage of it. Now, did it get funny in the middle? Yeah, it got really weird, but the defense, and I don't want that to go away. Like, I hope this week we really are talking about how, I don't know if we should say it after 2 weeks, but we creeping into the elite category for this defense, man. It's spectacular.
Man, come on, man. I mean, since we on defense, 2 more questions for you. Since we on defense, man, I understand that your 5th pass rusher had a big play in Sam Williams. Your 4th pass rusher, Dante Fowler, had a sack. Your 3rd pass rusher, Dorrance Armstrong, got 2 sacks. Your 2nd pass rusher, DeMarcus Lawrence, made some big plays versus the runs, got some good pressure, did some good things in the B gap. But Micah Parsons is on pace for 34 sacks this year, Will Steele. And I mean, I'm not seeing a whole bunch of elite, left tackles or right tackles on this schedule coming up, Will Steele. Like. And then 11's your guy. I know it's repetitive to say at this point, but that dude is a leader by way of getting things done. We was talking about last week, right? CeeDee Lamb can't be a leader because he just wasn't doing shit. If CeeDee Lamb cuss you out, you'll probably cuss him back out because he's not doing nothing. But Micah Parsons giving you these performances and beating this team, the AFC champion and the runner-up in the Super Bowl, doing this, bro, gives you positive vibes moving forward. So we ain't just getting Micah Parsons good play on the field, but it's off the field stuff. So talk about your PA guy, man. Please, Micah Parsons, please.
Man, when your defense gives up 2 touchdowns to Tom Brady and Joe Burrow,
man,
and that's it, 2 touchdowns.
Man.
And your MVP, I'm going to say it right now, Micah Parsons is playing like an MVP. He is MVP caliber. He is our Aaron Donald, period. He has that type of impact. And, I mean, I know we was joking about it and laughing and he hell. Yeah. He messed around and get them 30 sacks, bro.
Will, listen, Will, I looked at the schedule, bro, and I'm just looking at it, right?
Yeah.
And look, I don't want to get carried away. Giants, Commanders, Aiden Hutchinson got 3 sacks versus the damn Commanders, by the way. Commanders, Rams. You saw what Von Miller did the note boom week 1. Eagles, Lions, Bears. You know what I mean? Like Packers, Vikings, Giants, Colts. Colts look terrible today. Texans, Jaguars. Like, bro, Micah can get 34 sacks. He can do it.
It sounds crazy, right? Like, that sounds absolutely crazy. Yeah. But when you think about, like, the player, he got 2 sacks if I'm not mistaken, in the first half in both games.
Yeah.
So, like, it sounds crazy, but, man, I really do think, and I said this to Jesse, I think whenever Micah Parsons decides he wants to break this record, he will shatter it. It won't be like, oh, he got 23.5 sacks.
Yeah.
Nah, like, I feel like he's going to shatter this thing. But that's neither here nor there. This was really a total team effort from defensively, the way they played. Special teams made big plays. I said I think the play of the game was Brian Anger pinning them inside the 10-yard line to the game, because I looked over to Jesse and said, oh, wait a minute. I thought we ran out of Cooper Magic, but I think the defense will give him a shot here. 3 and out, all you need is like 25, 30 yards for field goal range with Brett Maher. And that's exactly what happened. And shout out to Devontae Turpin. He got a 20-yard run earlier in the game to set him up for some points, and then he got like a 9 or 10-yard run to help them get closer to close it out. So total team effort. Then offensively, Cooper Rush made some of the throws you need to make when you're coming in for as a backup. You got to make some of those throws, and he did. And shout out to Noah Brown, a guy that we definitely don't know how he was still on the team, but he came up with some big plays today, man, and we got to give him some credit. So shout out to Noah Brown, too.
Hey, man, get some rest, because you'll be live tomorrow morning, A to Z Dallas, around 8:30 or so, doing your morning show, and you'll be on Voch Lombardi live at 3 p.m. Central, brother. Get some rest, and we'll have to apologize to Noah Brown, sir. Appreciate you, man.
All right, bro. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Will Steele, ladies and gentlemen, just listen to the analysis that we get when I call my friends and my friends get involved. You see what I mean? That this Cowboy community, bro, and I wish that every team had a community like ours, like the Bears and the Packers are playing right now, right? If there's a Bears YouTuber or a Packers YouTuber that's giving you this kind of valuable information, this type of nuance, this type of breakdown, this type of entertainment, you know what I mean? Like just let me know so we can shout them out too. But it's just different over here, man. It's just different. I'ma call 9. And we're going to try to get a Koye Media on after we get these next 2 calls in. So let's boogie. 817, what's up? Who this? What up, Houston?
Yo, this is Flo, man, Fort Worth, Texas.
Oh, okay. I got you, Fort Worth, Texas. What you got for the show?
Yo, man, love the team effort today, especially the defense. The defense is legit. Definitely a top 5, top 10 unit in the league. My problem is with the offense. When they come out in the second half, they just come out flat. And, you can't expect the defense to put up this kind of performance week in and week out. At some point, this team has got to go score more than 20 points and hope for a prayer of a field goal. Because, I love Brett Maher. He's got the leg. But, we can't rely on that.
Sure.
And that's basically what.
Sure, pretty much. Now, I do think that we were kind of flat because, we're just not a very talented offense right now, but I do think that midseason form will definitely help us with that. Great call, brother. Thanks for the call. But yeah, and then Noah Brown has to get settled into the role of wide receiver 1. You know what I mean? So we'll cross that. I'm bullshitting. Somebody gonna clip that and put that on the internet. Noah Brown, man, 5 catches for 91 yards and a touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 7 catches for 85 yards. CeeDee also had a carry for 6 yards or whatever. Okay. And who else had noteworthy receptions? Did y'all know Tony Pollard had 4 catches for 55 yards? I don't know when that happened. But we only had 5 people catching the football. Zeke had 1 for -4. So besides that, it was Noah for 5, CeeDee for 7, Tony for 4, Dalton Schultz for 2. All right, let's get this call in and let's tap in with Okoye and see if he's available. Then we're going to wrap up and go home. Clock out. 9:03, what's up? Who this?
What's going on, man? This is Steve from Louisiana.
Steve from Louisiana.
Bro,
what's good with you, Steve?
What's going on, man? Look, I've been watching you for a long time. Ever since 2018 playoffs, whenever Dak was running up and down the field against Seahawks.
Man.
And man, you're the only person I tune into. But this week was crazy enough. I had to finally get on this phone.
Man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah,
Appreciate. Thanks for calling in.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, thank you.
Oh, absolutely. I only got a couple comments because I really want to tune in the next several weeks and see what's going on. But Cooper Rush surprised the mess out of me. He looked great at times out there in the field. And shout out to Noah Brown with the clutchness.
Sure.
And I actually had a question for you. What do we have to look forward to after this game? Because I thought all hope was lost for the next several games because of Dak's injury. I'm honestly not sure what to look for.
Well, we just beat the AFC champions from last year, so I think that makes us feel a little better with the idea that we got to play the Giants week 3, the Commanders week 4, Rams week 5, and Eagles week 6. But I think they're trying to get Dak back for that Eagles game in week 6. If not, definitely the Lions game in week 7. And honestly, I think if we keep winning football games, that gives us a little more, just a little more grace to let Dak fully, fully heal up. I think at first we were looking for November 13th, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the bye week. Then he comes back versus the Packers or whatnot. But I think they're looking for October 16th versus the Eagles, and that's in week 6.
Yeah, are we calling Dak? Are we calling it with Dak running up and down the field? I feel like that's the only way we're gonna win anything this year if we let him run loose.
I think we'll be fine. I just think that the offense needs to get in midseason form and just put this defense on our back entirely. That's basically what I think is gonna be.
Right, for sure. Nice call, man.
Appreciate.
It's finally nice to get in link with you.
Appreciate you. I just put you down platinum, so next time you call in, I'll know it's you. Steve from Louisiana. Appreciate you, sir.
Appreciate you. All right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As good Steve from Louisiana. All right, we got 2 more things we got to do. 2 more things we got to do. Y'all can't with the police. I can't with the police. All right, I just had the trending page there. All right, we got that pulled up. All right, let's get a Koye Media on the phone, see what he's talking about, and then we'll wrap this thing up. Yo, chat, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm thirsty. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to take a nap. I came straight from the gym and sat down in this chair, but I'm gonna give y'all this 2-hour show. Can we get flames in the chat and a like button smash, please? Can we please? Let's call Koye Media.
Legendary Voch Lombardi.
Listen, man, you know I wouldn't dare call you last minute for just any old foo-foo little nonsense. That ain't my style. I like to give you a heads up, sir.
Oh man, you already know it don't matter, man.
But I just wanted to bless the volume. I just wanted to bless the Voch Lombardi crowd with a little bit of analysis from Koye Media. It ain't got to be a whole bunch because I know you're over there chilling and I'm trying to get something to eat, sir. I just want you to give me a couple of points on this defense and I'm gonna let you go, bro. What did you see?
Oh man, sound football. Everybody was kind of disciplined today. I was liking what I saw. Everybody was aggressive.
Sure.
I feel like they came out, a little amped up, Micah Parsons included, because we saw a stretch in the second half where nobody was getting any push when they made that surge in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't getting any pass rush. Micah, I think kind of caught a Charlie horse or something like that. But you can see how as 11 goes, this entire defense goes because he was creating sacks and pressures for everybody else.
Sure.
A la, LVE. LVE actually played a great game today. I don't say that often. But I like, I like his aggression though. I like the way he was moving around and he seemed amped up. So as far as the defense as a whole, holding Jamar Chase to 54 yards, 56 yards, something like that, maybe 57, somewhere in there. I
got to pull it up. Jamar Chase, let's see. Jamar Chase was 5 for 54. Joe Mixon had 19 carries for 57 yards. God dang.
Yeah, I mean to do that is that's a feat within itself. So the defense stepped up. I'm glad we didn't incur any injuries, anything like that. But this is the type of football, and it's like I said, I always say this. I say this about the offense. Like, complementary football is what we played today. It was a balanced football. And I feel like Dak playing under center and a little bit more composed and then turning up in spots where we need him to make plays. I think Dak turns this team from it wouldn't be a 20-17 type victory.
Sure.
I think Dak running this type of offense, the way we ran it today, we score 30 easily. Because, nothing against Rush. I think Rush came out doing what he does. But I feel like when we push too much offensively, we put this defense in spots like we did last week versus Tampa Bay, where they can't quite show us what they showed us this week. Because I was impressed by the way they played Tom Brady too, to be honest with you.
100%.
Like, go ahead. No, I just feel like that short field. The only touchdown they scored was on short fields and and blunders by the offense. But when the offense is going and doing what we did today, you make their offense, the opposing offense, one-sided. And I feel like Joe Burrow suffered from that today.
Just looking in the chat box real fast. My bad, Corey. 2 seconds. Shouts out to D Double. Shouts out to UBL. Shouts out to 750. Shouts out to everybody tuned in. Appreciate y'all. Corey, some I was saying to my audience too, though, bro, and you just kind of made the point. I feel like last week we were only in that position because we did nothing on offense, right? I think the offense put the defense in a much better position to do what we do best this week. Now, last week it was run game, of course, and this week it was more so Joe Burrow throwing the football. But it's all about field position, and it's always about pinning them guys back to give us the best advantages for our defense, or whatever. So that's facts on that, Corey. That's team football.
100%, man. 100. I think everybody stepped up. I mean, you didn't see Anthony Brown's lapses. That he'll have 1 or 2 lapses in a game where you're like, damn, you know what I mean? But I think everybody, top down, played well, and I was impressed by that.
Sure.
Impressed by that.
100%.
Wilson was running around like a missile, man. Like a meat missile.
Pause. Hey, man, look, man, Donovan physical, man. Donovan went out there and set the tone, man. And, it's been a while since the Cowboys had one safety that we like. And one safety gets hurt, and he gets replaced by 3 safeties that we like. You feel me? And and they just set the tone with the physicality, man. I got one more question, and then I'm going to let you get some sleep. And, of course, I'm going to get some rest also.
Cool, man.
Do you think Micah Parsons can get 34 sacks this year?
Honestly, I think they cheated him. He on pace for even more than that, because I count. You said 2. I saw the stat said 2. I was watching you earlier. He got 2.
Yeah.
I swore he had 3 today. I counted 3 today. But yeah, I mean, at this pace, I mean, Leo, I said it on the film before the game in the previews. I think you touched on it too. Leo still is good against power.
Yeah.
But with that speed and space, he was going to struggle against Micah Parsons. And you saw Dan Quinn saw that as well, because for the first time, I think in a long time, we saw D-Law line up at right end instead of left, and we wanted to create that matchup with Micah over there. But I feel like going up against Leo the way he did, and then last week what he did to Tom Brady and company, if you're doing that against good teams, like you said earlier, I'm going to allow that back. I'm going to allow you off that.
Yeah.
If you could do that against good teams, when you get those stat boosting games, we haven't even had those stat boosting games against bum teams yet, man. We don't know what the Commanders going to look like. We don't know what the Giants going to look like when we play them anyway.
Sure.
But we usually have a few blowout games per season where we can rack it up, and we haven't had those yet. Yeah. These are balanced games, and he's doing it. So if he's doing that now, I mean, the sky's the limit. I'm definitely thinking he can surpass 22 though and break that record this year. 30 is a different story.
Well, the game plan next week is to shut down Saquon and make Daniel Jones throw the football. If we get that done, he'll throw the ball to us and he'll let us sack him. And then the week after that, we got the Washington football team, and Aiden Hutchins had 3 sacks against them today because Carson Wentz will let us sack him as well. So it'll definitely.
And then we play well versus the Eagles every time. I mean, I've never been scared of the Giants, to be honest. We always play them well. With our division period. So I feel like, he can definitely do some damage in these next 3 weeks. Shout out to Cooper Rush too, man. I felt like, he was poised, and he's coming out showing, that we don't have to be a high flying team to be exciting. I like what he did out there.
Fair enough. Collier Media, tell the good people where to find you and everything that you're working on, sir.
Oh, definitely, man. Well, you guys don't see me as often, so don't get pissed off. You'll see as many breakdowns. I'm working on opening up a home health care center right now. But you can find me at AKOYE Media on YouTube. I'm starting my TikTok up this season, too, so you can follow me there, same name. Twitter, I'm always talking some trash up there. And if you want to watch some boxing, shout out to my man Mills. I'm over at YSM Sports Media. Talking all things and covering all things boxing as well. So I'm all over the place with it, man. But I appreciate you having me on. You already know, as always, all love with my man Voch, man.
Koye Media, we will be round tabling soon. Appreciate you, sir.
Man, can't wait. Can't wait. Shout out to the chat, man. See y'all soon.
What a show. What a show. What a show. What a show. Hey, man, we put in 2 hours and 15 minutes worth of work with y'all. I love y'all to pieces. I want y'all to get something to eat. I want y'all to drink some water. I want y'all to enjoy this victory. It's always worth the, there we go. It's always worth the hassle, man. You know what I mean? You deal with Cowboy Nation's negativity all week and then to get a W at the end of it. Hey, man, feels good. Feels good. Now, we just have to continue this success into next week, and we have to keep stacking good days on top of good days. And when Dak Prescott comes back, then hopefully we can turn this thing into something that's worth looking at, you know? We're going to get help back on the offense. Jason Peters will be back. Michael Gallup will be back. And James Washington. I keep forgetting about goddamn James Washington. All right, he'll be back too. So, hey, man, you know, just keep saying it sometimes. And we'll cross that road whenever we get there. But the next big fight is the Giants next week, so we'll cross that road whenever we get there. Got to stop the run in that one, and we'll break that one down Wednesday. Tomorrow, on the volume and on Voch Lombardi Live, we'll be reacting to the game tonight. It'll be a lot less, just a lot less emotion, you know what I mean? Because tonight I was very much so emotional, man. I'm screaming in front of my TV. It is what it is. But tomorrow we're gonna give a much more measured breakdown on Voch Lombardi Live tomorrow with me and Will Steele. We finished off with about 800 some odd total people watching live, about 850 or so. I think our peak number was like 1,700. And that's big business over there. But we're at about 950 right now. So I appreciate everybody that's tuned in, that came through, that hung out with me. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if we can let's see if there's anybody that we can raid. Law Nation went to bed. We'll raid Law Nation's still there. So all right, cool. We'll raid Law Nation. Let's see. Let's go to you. Actually, we raid Law Nation all the time. Let's do something even more cool. Let's raid Mauricio. He is live on A to Z Dallas tonight. He has about 60-something live viewers. So let's watch that number, 63 live viewers. Let's watch that number go up. So this is what we're about to do. Let's go. I'm about to drop the link in the chat box right now. Let's go over there and let's show some love to Mauricio. We never raid Mauricio because we never on late. We never, like Mauricio always on at night, and we never get a chance to raid Mauricio. Jeff live right now? Jeff ain't live. I just look. But let's hop in Mauricio's chat. Holla out Voch raid. And tell them Voch sent you, man. Let's see if we can show some love to Mauricio.
The Cowboys, but we will also kind of note what they've been doing right.
So here we go. Let's see if we can get one in Spanish.
I cannot
shout us out in Spanish,
Brett
Mauricio.
Maher signing was bad until proven otherwise. Let's give them some credit there, and let's give them
shout
some
us out in
credit
Spanish.
with the
How to say raid in
as
Spanish?
well, because he's 2-0 now as a starter. So
how to say
they
raid in
deserve some
Spanish?
level of credit. We keep it objective both ways.
Raid in
On
Spanish.
one hand, we'll say
Redada.
that the Cowboys do some pretty bad stuff in front of
Redada.
but we will also, hey, what's this botch rate thing, man? I'm not familiar with the botch rate, and I'm
Botched.
kind of scared. We weren't giving them flowers for doing their jobs, as Tommy 915. Maybe not flowers, Tommy, but we'll say, round of applause for what is this botch rate, man? I love it. Welcome everyone who is pulling off a Voch rate right now.
There we go, Voch rate. There we go.
Voch sent us. This is Brandon. Hey, shout out to Voch Lombardi. That's one of the best in the business. So I'm actually kind of redada. Oh my God, Voch is even dropping some Spanish in the comments here in ADC Sports Dallas Primetime. I am honored. I am honored that Voch Lombardi, the GOAT, one of the GOATs, sent some of y'all here to the show.
Big
I
respect.
appreciate that a lot. Bruce says, "Oh, I didn't know you were on."
Big respect. Shouts out to Mo, man. Shouts out to Mo. Apparently, Mo kills it in all the Spanish-speaking demographics or whatever. So, shouts out to Mo. Hey, man.
movement. Maybe we could call it like that, Voch. Shout out to him. He's been doing a great job over there with the volume and, of course, with the man Skywalker Steele producing the show. So I definitely appreciate you guys joining the stream. For those of you who have not seen the show, primetime, ADC Sports Dallas primetime, every Sunday through Thursday night, 8 p.m. Central. And I think this is actually the perfect moment to give you guys the most important question of the day.
All right, there we go. Appreciate y'all, man, for showing love to Mauricio, man. That was dope. Voch looking up Google Translate is hilarious. Hey, I'm not finna perpetrate, but we know what raid me. All right, appreciate you. That was cool, man. Shouts out to Mauricio. Shouts out to A to Z Dallas, man. Shouts out to him. Next time, and hey, look, when we get W's and we feel great like this, we're gonna raid somebody else. Also, something else I want to do is I want to get more Cowboy YouTubers involved in the post game show. So next week, we'll try to get J Tuck and Rome, Space Cowboy involved. You know what I'm saying? Just to get them a call, give their quick thoughts on the post game and all that. And we'll cross that road whenever we get there. Your session has been terminated. Oh, that's the phones. I get the phones by there. We done anyway. All right. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. Love y'all to pieces. Until next time, tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central, we'll be live. And check out Will Steele in the morning, man, because he's the pregame show to what we do. Y'all hold it down for the Doski, Wilson, the Peasky, Whiskey. Until next time. Hold on. We all right, goddammit. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got a sound drop for this. All right, cool. Peace, y'all.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really